Oh,
cheers,
man. Cheers. Let's take a little
Daddy
bit of this.
wasn't there
to take
me to the fair. Remember the guy who said,
Was it Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there. Yeah. What about what was it? Freddie got fingered with a Daddy. Would you like some sausage?
Did you ever watch
my
that?
God,
Would you like some sausage?
Who was that? Tom Green?
Oh, yeah,
What
was
a
like,
freak.
They have
dude.
the sausage
told
just
me-
like dangling.
yeah, with the
From
piano
the string,
keys.
piano keys, yeah.
You told me to be more
And
creative,
he had, like, New York
Dad.
He's like, what is that? That's a New York strip.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What's up,
What's
man?
up? What's going on, y'all?
The fam,
much,
the
man.
squad is back.
Yeah. Do you remember the guy we was this came up like right before the podcast? I don't know why it popped in my head, but the guy that told you he was writing you a check, but the check blew out the window. You ain't gonna believe this, man.
Hey, man.
The
not
chip
gonna
blew
believe
out the
it.
window.
That's so crazy, dude.
Write another one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was my last one.
Oh, you won't believe it. It was the last one in
And
the
the
book.
bad thing about it is, man, I mean, this is an old dude. Was an old dude.
He full of shit. He
And
old,
man,
full of old shit.
It's like, okay, so I guess that your boss don't know how to, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, like this guy thinks I'm just, I guess fucking idiot, man, because he's like, okay, check blew out the window, man, okay, well, you're not going to go back. Dude, before that, if that check, I guess it won't pay my
So you
bills
didn't give a
this
shit
week.
to hit the brakes and like just go pick it up?
Dude, he was on his way back to his boss before that fucker hit the
I
ground.
know.
You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
The motherfucker never hit the ground though, because it
No,
didn't blow out the window.
No. And
That's
then
that's some stupid
know,
shit.
I wound up being just somebody else wanting some money.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Well, he's just somebody else wants. I heard her, his daughter, granddaughter.
Oh,
some
that's
shit
right. He
said that
called her.
shit.
He called
I
his
called
phone.
the dude's phone.
Not her, him.
I had no idea, he had been in any kind of wreck or was in the hospital. Nobody told me. I mean,
Yeah, right.
last I heard from the
He's
chip
just
blew out the
another
window.
person wanting money.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Imagine that.
he's been, and she was like right off the bat, he's been in a bad car wreck and this and that and so and whatever. And I said, okay. I said,
Can
well,
you
I
still
tried to
sign a signature?
explain, maybe one day UNICEF will start giving out fucking windshields, but today I got to be paid.
I gotta get paid. I got mouths to
So
feed.
anyway,
UNICEF's like giving out windshields. Damn.
But
I don't think it will, man.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Not in the car.
But yeah, but as she was hanging up, I heard her go, somebody else wanting some money. Click. And I'm like,
Money you owe me, bitch. What the fuck?
Maybe that was her realizing that he owes a lot of people money.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I took it the wrong way.
Maybe she was like, oh my
Ah,
God.
I like that. That's a different angle. I never thought about that.
Maybe she's
Somebody
maybe.
wants
Another-
some money,
it's another
motherfucker.
person
You
wants
better
some
get your
money.
shit together. I
Yeah.
doubt it.
I'm kind of
I
doubting it.
doubt it. It's probably just somebody going, somebody wants some money.
You know
Fuck
what?
that
I'm
motherfucker.
tired of living in that world where we like, well, maybe they meant this. You know what? Fuck no, you didn't. I know what you meant.
Yeah, right.
Fuck
Right.
you.
Right.
Pay me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Fuck
If I
you,
see your
pay
grandpa out on the street, he gonna be back
It's
in the
over
hospital.
with.
But I ain't gonna do that. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that, to my grandpa, man.
You'll be
Unless I see him
fucking-
on the
you'll be
street.
Like Stone Cold.
I don't know, though,
Stone
man.
Cold with the fucking bedpan.
Yeah, Vince
Oh, Vince
McMahon.
McMahon.
Here I come, man.
Apparently, there's a really good Bret Hart documentary that has came out recently, I think. Apparently, Undertaker and I think Undertaker had a fight
He should have front flip.
after that. They the lights went out and they got him out of the thing, right? I don't know if you remember this with Bret Hart falling from the sky.
That was his brother, Owen Hart.
It was Owen Hart that fell?
Owen
okay,
Hart
I was thinking
fell,
Bret
yeah.
Hart. Owen Hart.
What about
Yeah.
Braveheart?
He was coming in. I don't know if you know the story about Owen Hart,
I don't.
Bryant. Coming, he was
Like
like
Corey Hart.
one of the WrestleManias or nice. One of WrestleManias. He's like, he got me.
R.I.P.
For real.
and
we need to post. We need to Earnhardt post.
Owen Hart, it was Bret and Owen Hart were both like pretty iconic brothers and both wrestlers. And one of them was coming down from the ceiling like on a cable.
It was Owen.
Owen was, and the cable broke. And he just
Oh,
fell and
no.
smacked the floor.
To his
and it
death,
was
in
to his
front of
death.
He
everybody.
died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I think this is what I heard the other day in that documentary that I think the Undertaker might be in there talking about how they kind of just they cut the lights off or something and went and got him or maybe the lights were off and
Drug
they-
his body
they-
off.
and then they
Kept
continued
going.
to wrestle.
Continued to wrestle.
And apparently there was still like a blood stain in the ring and
They knew.
and Undertaker was
I
like-
don't.
You don't know about that?
I think this happened when he fell. I'm pretty sure it was outside the ring.
I thought it was outside the ring too. It was like in the stands, right?
If you fell in the ring,
I think I think he fell like on the concrete floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Between the ring and the stands.
Really?
That's where I think he fell.
Maybe it was. Maybe the bloodstain was there then.
I feel like you could fall from like 30 feet onto the ring and probably still be all right.
Probably.
It depends on how you.
I mean, if you fell on your head,
if you fell straight feet first with your legs, it don't like how they would bend. You're fucked.
But you might go through the fucking plywood.
You would have to fall like on your back, or you're like you'd have to fall on your back.
Like, I feel like you have a good chance. Though, I feel like.
Yeah, but think about this, man. I mean, you've got guys like the Undertaker. You got guys like the Giant that have suplex, picked them up, body.
Yeah, there was like one fight. It was one.
That's got to be close, man.
It was like the Big Show.
30, 50-pound guy
landed on you.
Ground.
There was one moment where they fucking Brock Lesnar like picked up the Big Show, like 600 pounds, and had him up and like suplexed him back with all their weight.
Wow,
that's like maybe it was like Hulk Hogan. I think it was Hulk Hogan who picked up Andre the Giant.
Yes,
that's what it was.
That's who it was.
Had to be 500, 600 pounds.
Yeah, Andre the Giant was.
But it was barely, man. But you know,
he
Sylvester,
picked that motherfucker up, like grabbed him by his hip, and just had this like 600-pound grown man
Andre the Giant
like this.
But
that ring just stayed.
Do you remember Rocky did that to Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3?
They had the charity fight.
He picked up Hogan.
I forgot about that.
But you could tell Rocky was fucking
Clubber Lane,
struggling.
That's Clubber Lane, yeah. Mr. T, he killed it in that.
Yeah, that's what I want a poster of. I want a
Mr.
poster of Mr. T
That'd be a good poster.
from Rocky 3.
Yeah. He played that part.
Why don't we have a
too.
fucking Rocky poster in here, dude?
I know.
Man.
But how do you not have one with like him and Dolph Lundgren? That was just always my favorite.
Oh man, dude, I saw that when I was like young at the theaters.
I bet that was amazing.
When you was long.
I snuck back in. I watched it. I snuck back in and watched it again.
Oh, it was that
That's
good.
legendary movie.
That's
legendary
that good,
cinematic.
Like the second time it was going to change.
I mean, what?
The only part you wanted to change, man, was
dying.
maybe Apollo won't die this time.
Because he's so cool. You've been through the emotions with him.
Yeah.
Rocky 1, 2, and then like he helped Rocky train to fight Clubber Lane.
Apollo?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Apollo? I love that
part,
like
a shitty
man.
porn star.
I love that, man.
Oh my god.
Apollo Creed could have.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That before.
Have you ever heard of the show Big Mouth? It's like an animated, like it's perverted as it can
John Mulaney, not funny.
Yeah, John Mulaney.
He writes,
and Nick Kroll's in there.
Yeah.
So it's John Mulaney and Nick Kroll, but there's one scene where they talk about how Sylvester Stallone used to do porn.
Yeah.
And they have the tapes, and I wonder if he did.
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone used to do porn?
Back early young. Yeah, early days.
I gotta find this.
You gotta find the porn.
I gotta find this.
Yeah.
It's probably good. I mean, he's an Italian stallion, dude. Come on, man.
Italian stallion. That was his porn. It's funny, man. That was his porn name. He was in one. He was in some movie, man, with like Fonzie, Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
When they were like both real young, like leather jackets and tough.
Henry Winkler's such a dork.
I hope that wasn't porn.
Man. Henry Winkler, don't do it for me.
Back in the day, hey man.
Back
in the day, dude.
I want to like him though.
We all thought he was so fucking cool.
Did you really?
Pulled up on the damn black and silver Triumph motorcycle, man. The cool
I bet
hair,
he was cool as Fonzie.
Leather jacket,
Fonzie's iconic.
White T-shirt, man. He was just always laid back and knew the right answer.
Speaking of cool, how about Billy Madison pulling up and to stroke me?
Oh yeah.
That would
100% be
You're
me.
right.
So I've been thinking.
You're right.
With the REO Speed jacket,
that's what it was.
jacket on.
That's what it was.
I was wondering if that's
REO
what
Speedwagon. Yeah.
So dude, how about I can't stop listening to fucking Renegade by Styx. Every time I get in the car, I listen to it. Every time I get in the car, I fucking listen to it.
Oh my gosh,
it's so good.
That
dude.
song, I have listened to that song so much that it's like
I did too.
It's overplayed for me.
You know,
but I got songs like that that are overplayed for other people though.
What is great is when you listen to like Spotify and podcast all day long, every day, all the time, and you don't listen to radio for a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5 a year.
And you want to listen to Def Leppard, so you turn the radio on.
But you do cut Rock 101 on after a year.
That's the one. That's the only one that I'm like. That's the only radio station that's worth the shit.
Yeah,
I turn
on 93.3.
I get mad. You get mad. You know,
I mean, I'll listen.
It's just all
I'll listen to
bubblegum rock.
102.5, man, for some 80s pop.
There is some good
Hall
like
Notes,
there's some good like
Bee Gees,
Earth FM.
Prince.
Earth FM will play
Prince.
shit like Hall & Oates and
Michael
Prince.
Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah,
all that stuff,
all that
man.
good shit.
But they'll play like 38 Special and Bob Seger and shit like that too, though.
Pop peaked in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was the time.
What about Beyonce's new country song? Have you heard that?
She's bringing country back, I hear. Country fans are so mad
So
about
anyway, man,
So
I was
mad
at
about that.
karate
anyway,
school
man.
yesterday and Dylan puked.
Oh, good. Did that happen?
Yes, I
Oh,
just
that
wanted-
sucks.
I figured that was better than talking about Beyonce's new country song.
Somebody
Right.
did it. Somebody did an
Basically
AI.
the same thing, except I
Somebody-
shouldn't have threw Dylan out there like that.
Somebody did
I
a AI like redo of Hank Williams doing that song. It sounds actually pretty good.
Really?
With him singing, it actually sounds good.
Well, I'm sure
Because
she
the
has
lyrics are
like
country.
she has like 25 writers, so you know that like there's a reason why she's
It's
popular.
ridiculous, yeah.
That like
But Hank Williams doing it was good.
yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I listened to it. I listened like over halfway. And I was like, all right, this is getting ridiculous. I got to turn this off.
How about
Hank Williams?
Yes, it was the AI version of Hank Williams doing it.
Oh my, don't even.
when you
But it sounded just like
hey.
him. It sounded just like him.
when you went in the gas station, when we all went to North Carolina not too long ago, when you went in the gas station to use the bathroom, Paul turned on. I don't know if I've talked to you about this. It was Waylon Jennings. Is that who he
Yeah.
turned on?
Yeah.
He's like he starts playing Waylon Jennings,
Was he
which if
singing
you don't know, our grandpa he's very traditional. You know he's
let's go by his name is Linus Wilson.
yeah, so he's very traditional, very hard nosed. Like don't really listen to music like that.
Newsome.
And then like it was just
Newsome.
Legendary.
out of nowhere just pops up like Waylon Jennings, which is this is very odd for him because we both were like.
Yeah.
Did he sing it?
Because
Did
we
he
were
know the
playing
words?
no, he was just like trying to show that he like just found it. Like this is he's like this is Waylon Jennings.
Oh, he knew who it was. though.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He put it on. Like and he's never put music on like that before. So it was just kind of I was like, whoa, I'm glad it's kind of cool to see him
Yeah, right.
kind of get into something like that I kind of
That's
felt like he
funny, man.
related to because I feel like that's why he liked it and it was just kind of
You know what? That tells me he has no fucking idea who Waylon Jennings is.
exactly.
Because
he's
he
a
would
drunk.
And
not.
he goes, this
relate.
is Waylon Jennings, and you go, I know, you're like, I know who it is.
Yeah. Oh hell.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what-
this is,
man.
who the
Did I
hell
ever
is
did I
that?
ever show you that glass up there that we got? Sean, can you get that?
Oh, that's
down?
the brew car. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
That's so Dipstick Branding made that for us. Actually, I want to give them a shout out.
Shout out to Dipstick Brandon,
'Cause look,
man.
they made that for us, just for free.
Pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's bourbon glass.
Yeah,
they do all kinds of
fill that
shirts
up
and
with
logos
some
and stuff.
bourbon, and you'll be able to see that really.
Yeah,
cool,
right.
man. As a
But
matter
yeah,
of
they,
fact, why don't you run down there and fill up? I'm just joking.
But yeah, they I was like getting the shirt order from them. Shout out Victory Apparel, by the way. We do some
Yeah,
t-shirts,
man, those are good guys.
Yeah, but Dipstick, they made that for us whenever I went to pick up some shirts. So
Right.
I was like, oh, cool. That's what's up, man. Because we had talked about drinking and stuff. I told them about the podcast, because I was making shirts for the podcast. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
man.
like that.
Yep.
Man, those there was something about those 80s movies that like Rocky that just they all like the 80s was trying to be so epic and big, but they like
Over the top
over the
stuff.
top. Maybe
yeah.
it was all the cocaine.
Talking about the movie, Over the Top.
I don't know the movie. Over the
Not
Top.
such a great Sylvester
Over the
movie.
Top?
That's the
If
arm wrestler
you,
movie.
You
Arm
you know what?
Sylvester Stallone was a truck driver and an arm wrestler.
You really need to watch that movie, man, because that
What was
if
that?
you're a Sylvester Stallone fan,
It's a good
if you're a
fucking
fan
movie,
of
dude.
that, you hadn't seen Over the Top,
I
then you're
haven't-
missing out.
I don't think I've seen Over the Top.
It's cheesy.
We've
as,
watched a lot
it's
of movies on
cheesy
Sunday
as a
morning.
mug. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cheesy.
It's on
But-
video, of course.
We've
I
watched a
mean,
lot
it's
of those
typical. It's typical 80s, man. I mean, check it out. It's typical
Yeah,
80s.
that's 1987. Tale in which a truck driver with a lucrative sideline in arm wrestling takes his estranged 12-year-old son on the road after the boy's mother falls seriously ill.
Yeah, then imagine
That's
that. There's
wild.
that asshole grandfather who's rich as hell.
But he won't give him no money.
He's like,
Yeah.
nah, you have to earn it, son. You got to earn this. You
Gave
have to
it,
work
yeah.
for this.
If you
And then he
come do
works
what I
it, and he
want you
earns
to
it, and he still don't
do,
give it to him.
He's like, fuck you.
if you come do what I want you to do,
Yeah. Why don't you go work at the factory, son?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, those 80s movies, man.
man, I grew up watching so much of that stuff. Man, there was one with
What was,
Tommy
like,
Lee
your-
Jones
Sorry,
in
go
it
ahead,
back
go ahead.
in the day. I think it was
Tommy Lee
something
Jones
about
is so good,
Central
yeah.
Park, man. It was
It's a cop movie.
no, he was a freaking he was like, back in the 80s, it was big, because the Vietnam War, you figure 82, the Vietnam War had been over only 10 years. And we still had soldiers that were prisoners
Over
in
there.
1982 in Vietnam still. And it was one of the movies that was like, hey, man, we still got soldiers over
Prisoners
there. We
Vietnam.
still got prisoners of war over there. It was a big thing. It was a huge thing in the 80s, man. And so there were several movies about stuff like that. Chuck Norris did a bunch of that stuff, man, prisoners of war, stuff
We need a
like
Chuck
that.
Norris poster too.
But Tommy Lee Jones was in one where he took
Tommy
over.
Lee Jones.
So good.
He takes over Central Park in New York City, man. He's got like some of the explosives he has don't have any kind of ordnance to them, or not. I might be saying the wrong thing about ordnance. Didn't have anything in it that was going to hurt you.
Mhm.
It would just blow up.
Okay.
Like crazy fireworks.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
serious fireworks, but nothing that was going to like
Like
shrapnel
blow you to
flying
shit.
out.
Yeah.
But then again, he had a few like clips that had different color tape on them,
Uh-huh.
where
He
you
knew.
know if he come down
knew.
to the shit, then he does have real live ammo.
Okay.
And he was damn doing stuff like that in Central Park. And, he was like just fucking the police up. Man, they didn't know what to do. But I forgot the name of that movie. It was so good. That movie, and there's another movie, man, called Fortress. And Fortress was shot in Australia. But it had Rachel Ward in it, which she may be Australian. But Rachel Ward was in it. That's how you know it's the right Fortress. Made back early 80s.
Okay.
And it's about, she's a school teacher with these kids out in like this, who the hell puts an elementary
she's
school out in the
and
middle of
like
a field
Okay.
in the middle of nowhere. It's like this one-room elementary school she's teaching these kids.
Oh, wow.
And these fuckers come up with like rabbit head on and these costume things trying to scare them.
Uh-huh.
But they fucked with the wrong kids, man.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. They
You ever
fucked.
seen the movie Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen
Steve
it.
Martin?
That's Steve Martin and Rachel
Rachel
Ward.
Ward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Martin is one of those guys where I know he's good. Steve Martin is
You either like him or
Really?
you don't.
really good.
Yeah, I love Steve Martin.
I don't dislike Steve Martin, but I'm not over the top. About him. He's
Yeah.
all right.
There's movies I've seen, The Jerk, The Man with Two Brains.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another.
I just
Colorado.
really didn't, But I
Planes,
mean,
Trains, and
stuff.
Automobiles.
That's so
Oh,
good though.
With
great.
John
Fucking good.
Candy. John Candy don't
We've
miss.
never talked about Planes, Trains, and
And the
Automobiles
thing
in this
about
podcast.
it is, man,
That's insane. Right?
John Candy,
Right, yeah.
John Candy takes second fiddle in that. Steve
I
Martin
know.
is the lead.
I
Those
know.
are not pillows.
Oh my god! I
How
love that
good
movie.
is he in that, man? Oh, it was that one he's in with Queen Latifah.
I forget. Look, yeah,
He's
yeah,
in that one, and Eugene Levy. And Eugene Levy has this thing for
Bringing
Queen
the house
Latifah.
down. Bringing the house
down.
Oh, I've seen some of this.
Oh, man,
maybe
it's
at
so
y'all's house.
funny.
Yeah.
He tells Steve Martin, he says, "Are you talking to her?" And Steve goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Tell her she's got me all tied up in the game." And I'm like,
what are you doing?
"What did he just say?"
He's trying too hard.
Dude, I love Eugene Levy. Have you seen that show
Oh,
Schitt's
man.
Creek?
I heard it's really good.
I've never seen it.
It's
So
fucking funny.
I
dude.
heard it's really good. Yeah.
It's Eugene Levy. It's the woman from Home Alone,
Beetlejuice. Yeah.
and then it's like a bunch of their kids, I think, or a bunch of his
Yeah.
kids. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucking funny, dude.
I've
Yeah,
heard,
it's
I've heard
so
nothing
funny.
but good
It's
things.
just
Nothing but
Pure,
good things.
it's
about
comedy
that.
gold,
Yeah.
and like Eugene Levy gets.
I've
in
had
there
4 or
so
5
much,
people
he's
tell
so
me that was
funny,
good.
Man.
Now we've all seen Spinal Tap, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Now there's another. You know CB40. Have you ever heard of that?
CB40, no.
With Chris Rock.
No.
I think it was made by the same guys. Maybe it wasn't, but it's along the same lines as Spinal Tap.
Okay, so
A-
kind of like
a
a
fake-
mockumentary.
Yeah. Okay, well, now there's another one that was made by the guys of Spinal Tap, and a lot of them are in it. And I think
Okay.
all of them are in it. And it's called A Mighty Wind. Eugene Levy's in it. Parker Posey, that was in Dazed and Confused, was in it.
Was he the dude who was like, I don't
that's a
feel
girl.
tired? No,
No, that's a girl.
okay,
Dude,
Parker
that's
Posey.
that's Eddie Van. That's Van Halen.
I
man.
know, but he was like, no, there was a scene. It is, yeah. I caught myself too. But there was a scene where, like, remember he comes in with the long hair. He's like the surfer dude. He's just
Yeah.
kind of like, and
Yeah. I
and
don't
that
feel tardy.
Parker Posey is a woman.
A
That's what
woman.
he said,
Yes,
yeah.
what she
Okay,
said.
I didn't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was typing it.
No,
No,
Parker
I-
Posey.
I
Yeah.
assumed it was
Anyway,
assumed gender.
Whenever I
So-
saw the woman, I was like, oh.
So all three of the guys in Spinal Tap,
Did he change?
the guitar, the bass player, the singer Michael McKean. that played in Better Call
I
Saul?
don't-
Okay,
His
yeah,
brother?
yeah, yes.
Okay, he was in Spinal Tap.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay,
that's
well,
right,
they're
yeah.
all three in A Mighty Wind, and it's about like folk music,
The Mucus Man.
folk. Oh, was that the Mucus Queen? That's all about. It's about folk music and bluegrass,
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
but it's a good movie.
but it's a parody, and so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like.
Oh,
It's
Catherine
I
like-
like, I like
yeah.
shit like that.
Oh yeah, man!
This,
Dude, it's hilarious, man. It's just as funny.
Man.
Dang,
It may be funnier than Spinal Tap.
Dude, the freaking cast in that is crazy.
There's-
Christopher Guest, Eugene Levy, Michael McKean, Catherine O'Hara. That's Kevin.
Yep,
Um,
yep,
Parker Posey.
yep. Eugene Levy.
John Michael Higgins, Fred Willard,
Oh, nice.
Jane Lynch, Jennifer Coolidge. That's Stifler's
Oh
mom.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Yep.
fucking
She's
loaded. dude.
funny,
That's
dude.
It's
she's so
loaded with
funny, dude.
people,
She's
man.
So funny.
funny.
She's so funny.
It's loaded with people.
Um,
The guy that plays, he does some kind of game show now, some stupid game show. He plays in, what was it, American Pie band camp? He was like the band director. He's just
I remember
dorky
that
dude, man. He's dorky as shit. You probably named his name off a minute ago.
It's possible.
man, there's a sketch comedy show that's called Documentary Now, and all it does is like they do mockumentaries of real bands and like people, like real documentaries. They'll like mock it and
Yeah.
make their own. They do one of the Eagles, and it's Bill Hader. I don't know. You know who Bill Hader is? Yeah. Fucking hilarious. Him and Fred Armisen, I think.
You know me,
Man,
though. I'm
Armstrong's
not gonna.
so
I'm gonna
funny.
be like, that's not funny. That's
Oh no, you're gonna laugh because it's so like spot
he
on.
plays.
It's so
what is
spot on.
They're trying to be the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they're
okay.
it's like we're not trying to be the Eagles. It's like they're making fun of it. Like
Okay,
kind of
I
like
get
the controversy between like them hating each other
Yeah.
inside the band.
Yeah.
You know, like one will be like outshining the other, and they'll be like talking
Yeah.
shit to the other one, and then the other one will be, it's
It's
so
so
well.
funny because Fred Armisen, like, I feel like I can't escape the dude. Like
Really? That's me
any
with Taylor
fucking
Swift.
show, like Gabby will just randomly turn on Broad City. In the first episode,
Fred
he like
Armisen.
he's this guy that like is trying to get prostitutes to come over, but he's he pretended to be a baby, and he's just getting enjoyment off
He's so
trolling 'em.
funny.
And it's like, what the fuck? There's Fred Armisen again. And we was watching. I forget what we was watching. It's like
Show me. I don't know who that is.
Fred Armisen. I'll show you. I was gonna try to describe.
Brian, you would really like. He does a drummer stand up where he like goes through like
this
these.
guy right here. Keep going.
He goes through
Oh,
these.
I know who that fucking idiot is.
He's so
Gives a
funny,
shit
dude.
He's so
about him.
funny.
He's so
He's
funny.
one of Heather's favorites. I can
You
see
know-
you not liking him though. I
can
really
see it,
could.
yeah.
I can see that.
Don't
I
he
can see
dress
that.
up in some
was a
show as a
Wednesday.
woman?
Probably.
Some comedy show.
Oh, he's in the.
Oh, what was? Hold on. What was the name of that
Oh, you ain't. I know.
queer ass? Gay ass shit. What was that, man?
Fred
How's
Armisen was
that?
in Eurotrip, dude. He was the fucking.
He was the guy
He was the guy.
sitting beside the dude, and the lights went off on the train.
He was the creepy dude.
and he standing like with his pants down.
Oh,
or
he
something.
was.
That was Fred Armisen.
That was
Double
him.
Scoozy?
Excuse
Yes.
me. Excuse
That's
me.
Fred Armisen.
That's
You
him.
can't escape him, man. You can't fucking escape
He's
him.
good.
man.
He's good. He is
What was
good,
he
man.
in, man?
You
You
can't
know the
fucking
name of the
escape
show.
him,
It's a
man.
sketch comedy show,
Yeah.
and they were feminists in a bookstore.
Yeah.
And he's got the long hair.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I think he plays two parts, don't he? Don't he play like a dude and a chick,
He-
or maybe in a different episode he plays one of the
Maybe.
others? Something. Anyway,
that was just one episode though.
Cat Williams was onto something, man, about all these guys at Hollywood.
There is something a little odd about how
They are offering all the ones that have huge long-term movie deals, 7, 8 movie deals, of all dressed up as women.
they all were. So you take Eddie Murphy. Was it in? He was in.
Well, you could start with Martin Lawrence,
Martin Lawrence was
Big
Big
Mama.
Mama's House.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Apparently there's like a long history, but honestly, so it's really hard to, for me, it's hard to separate. Like, was this
Okay.
just what comedy was? People thought this was funny, and this what capitalism created was a market for
Transgender, like
This
cross-dressing.
started.
whatever.
Actors,
Yeah, whatever you
yeah.
want to call. Yeah.
I mean, Rocky Horror Picture
Or-
Show was.
well,
that's
that's
a lot.
that's its
How,
own thing.
for
That's
sure.
separate from
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's its own thing, man. Because that was just.
Tim Curry.
But that was.
being a
But you know
genius,
what
I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
doing? They were letting you know who they were back then.
That's fair,
Tim
yeah.
Curry. Do you like Tim Curry? Played.
Man, you know, I do. I do
think
like
Tim
him in
Curry's
some
great.
stuff.
Pennywise,
Yeah, man.
Pennywise is incredible. I mean,
He's a
it's-
fantastic.
I'm
actor.
not a big fan of it.
Really?
It's the clown thing for you.
Yeah.
You don't really care about being scared of clowns.
No, I'm not. You're not scaring me by a clown, and you're not funny. What the fuck are you doing?
Well,
It's-
I
You
think
know how John? You know why? Because I
I know why
watched
you don't
John
like
Candy punch that clown in the face when he was in Uncle Buck.
He was the drunk clown.
Yeah, and
I
John
watched
Candy.
so
everything.
funny, dude.
Oh, when he acted like he was gonna kick John Candy's ass. It's gonna,
Wow.
here's 300 pounds of fist, buddy.
I'm here to tell you, I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia for John Candy because I don't know, it just didn't like.
Oh God, I love John
But-
Candy, man.
He does not miss. John Candy. That's what made it. That's what
It
made it
was
so believable.
that-
Is that I didn't have the nostalgia for him, and when I went back and watched like The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck,
Yeah, man.
Summer Rental,
Yes.
and I was sitting there going, "This shit holds up."
Yeah, man.
He's got so much charisma.
Yeah.
He's so likable.
It's that just that gullible, just that.
Ah, shucks, gee whiz.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, man.
he's
You
like,
gotta eat. You
He
gotta eat
brought
the
that
gristle.
shit back.
yeah, it
You
was.
gotta eat the gristle.
He's like,
Yeah. It
fuck.
did.
And he
ate
did
the
it,
By the
gristle.
way,
He's like,
look at the size of the maggots on that meat.
Dude, speaking of gross
Dan
food,
Aykroyd, well, he's awesome too, man.
Dan Aykroyd. I know you're a big Dan Aykroyd
Oh,
fan.
I love Dan Aykroyd,
am-
man.
between.
Ghostbusters.
I'm in between with
he's
him.
just so like such a dweezil, man.
Man,
He's such a dweezil.
you know what? Ghostbusters.
It's fucking
though.
awesome. Ghostbusters is
So
awesome.
good.
How-
Iconic.
Yeah. The Blues Brothers.
Never
wasn't
seen it.
really
Yeah,
a
I'm
Blues
okay
Brothers
with it.
fan.
Never seen it.
I
Alright.
never
Blues
give a
Brothers,
shit.
Okay.
People talk about it though.
What was the movie that was it fucking? Oh damn! They did like a spoof of the Blues Brothers, the black dudes. What actors am I thinking of? Was it Bernie Mac? And,
Probably a couple of them Wayans brothers.
no, it was Bernie
John,
Mac.
you
and
talking
some-
I'll be back.
We are back.
We're back. What's
Cheers.
up, guys?
What's up, guys? You were
I'm
talking about Soul Man
so
before the shit cut out
mad.
there.
Mhm.
That movie was funny, but it felt like just like a rip off of Blues Brothers. You know?
Mhm. It felt like a rip off of something.
But I feel like that's what they were kind of going for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It just seemed like that was. I don't know. I don't remember as much as some other movies, but I mean Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac, right?
It's gotta be funny, right?
You
Gotta
would
be
think
funny.
it was. You would think it would have been a little funnier than
Really?
it was with those two.
You
To
ever-
me,
You ever seen Black Snake Moan?
no.
That movie is good. That's a good almost has a Grindhouse feel to it.
I bet it does.
Yeah, but like
Gross,
and
like a gross movie.
Well, on the outside looking at it seems that way.
Sound like somebody got a white girl chained up outside the front
Oh,
yard.
it's definitely controversial. But when you watch the movie, Samuel Jackson's character is like a good guy whose like wife
Horny.
just dumped him, and then
Runs up on Christina Ricci.
Christina
horny.
Ricci, yeah, who is like an
They have
nymphomaniac. No, they don't have sex.
wearing like a sports
Oh,
bra.
really?
Yeah, she's like a nymphomaniac and like is like abusing herself and like got
Oh, he
dropped
doesn't
off
have
in a
sex with her.
ditch, and he takes her in. And then like realizes she's a fucking like self-destructive, and he like changed her up and is like, "I'm gonna fix you," and it's like it's a wild
Come
movie,
here, girl.
dude.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna fix you.
but like it's like
We're like, come here, girl. You gonna fix me?
it's like, God.
Dang, man.
Yeah, it's
Turn into
it's actually
Triple X.
it's actually a pretty good movie. It's really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch it. About
You
30,
should.
watch for about 30 seconds.
Watched it.
That's all I needed. It's pretty good. It's
That's
great. It's
it.
great.
Great.
Oh
Would
my
recommend.
God.
Great. Would recommend. You know.
30
And
seconds.
this is why you should be over 18.
Hey, I got a question for you. You remember that time you walked in on Sean jacking off?
Jacking off.
What?
Because he told me that this happened.
No,
No.
I didn't know that.
You walked in on me having sex one time, though.
Oh, that's what it
I
was.
did.
Yeah. It was kind of like under the covers a little bit, and then I was like, we kind of got a little heated a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not heated, but it was like, kind of like I told you to shut that door kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting for sure.
Man, you know what? That's one of them ones that somehow has slipped on by me, man.
Really?
Maybe I was like, push that one out. I don't know, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't really remember that, man.
Yeah. I do. I do.
So you brought this up. I forgot who was talking to you. Brought this up. I was like, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
I had to bring,
huh?
I had to bring this
Yeah,
up.
definitely not jerking off, but
No, I think I probably would have. Oh my God!
Oh!
yeah, definitely not that one.
And once again, this is why you should be over 18 before you listen to this program.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Which is not required on YouTube because, yeah,
Apparently not.
Monetization purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird when you're growing up,
Because
man.
the FCC won't let me be.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's funny when you're growing up, man. The weird shit you do, you
Yeah.
know, because you a kid.
The shit you think that you lying about, everybody believes, and not
Not a
one fucking
single
person is
motherfucker
believing
believes
shit.
Not
I
a
know you
single
full of shit.
motherfucker believes that. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I remember one time, I think we might have talked about this on the last podcast. I was hanging out at this girl's house for 3 days. I was in high school, and I kept saying, I'm staying at Will's house. I'm staying at Will's house. It was like 3 or 4 nights in a row, and like obviously you connected the patterns of like you hadn't been to Will's house in fucking 6
Years.
months
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Why you over there 3 days? He's like, I rode by there. I didn't see your car. I'm like, yeah. He's
Where
like, I
was
know.
that
Where,
store?
I was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
him.
right.
He already got me. And he was like, I know who you was. You looking at busting on your ass butt naked. I was like, oh man. But I think when you're growing up, man, those kind of like, because a lot of parents would be very, very hard on the kid in that moment.
Yeah.
And I think that growing up, you got to kind of understand that when you are looking up to the parent and you respect the parent, that those moments kind of let yourself down, and that kind of guides you in the path of morality in a way. Like you don't want to disappoint the person you respect and you know what I'm saying the most.
Yeah.
And it's hard to respect parents who are just so tight on their kids.
Yeah.
You know, like we
They feel
all
fake. They
know.
feel they're lying.
Yeah, they're fake. They're lying. It's just there's a balance that you gotta you know, just from my 2 cents watching you and kind of, you know, obviously being one of your kids, just kind of you gotta balance that beam of when to discipline, when not to discipline, because they're like they're kids, they're teenagers, they're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, for
That's-
sure.
Yeah. And you
They're
know,
gonna fuck up.
and your job as a parent, man, ain't to like kick their fucking ass every time they fuck up.
But some parents can't get that.
Because that's all you gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And is
They
that the
gonna fuck up.
relationship you want? Is that the memories you want?
Yeah.
Or would you rather have like memories like, yeah, man, let them fuck up sometimes.
Yeah,
It
that's right.
depends. It depends if it's gonna, how bad it's gonna affect them, man. I mean, if
yeah.
it's gonna really affect them, and okay, he does not need to go.
And it's
through
weird to
this,
tell
or he
you-
does not need
yeah.
to do this, and let's stop it now. Or then there's other times, okay, well, it's not gonna hurt him too bad. It's gonna hurt him a little bit, but not bad. Let him go ahead and see what happens when he
Yeah.
makes that decision.
And it's weird to tell an adult like you got to kind of pick your battles with your child.
Yeah.
You do.
But
Sure.
because then most people's response is like, no, fuck
I
that.
gotta
I'm the
control
adult.
them. That's the
I
problem.
have the say. I pay the bills.
And
But
to those people, I
honestly-
would say you need to grow up.
Yeah. You got to build a relationship with your kid. It can't just be
Oh my
shove
God,
a
Aunt Joy's
tablet.
getting her ass beat right now.
It can't just be shove a tablet in front of their face and let me
Yeah,
just
that's lazy. That's
watch
lazy parenting.
Fallout or whatever, which is.
Oh, you started watching it?
I watched episode 1.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's
Cool.
Walton Goggins is in it. Of course
Oh,
it's
is he?
fucking good. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Walton
Speaking
Goggins
of men dressing like women,
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
They say he played a good role.
Yeah.
Walt Goggins, yep. Old dude liked him. Oh, Tig on Sons of Anarchy. Old dude that plays.
That was dude with the big ass beard, right? That was specific. Sorry, there's a lot of those. Biker gang. Show about a biker gang.
Actually, no. This guy did not have a big ass
Oh,
beard.
well,
Yeah.
no, I don't remember the show enough.
This
watched
guy
first two.
played in a couple movies, man, but I don't know.
I'll pull him up. I'll pull that shit up, Jamie.
All
Shout
right.
out. Yeah, Walton Goggins is fucking hilarious. Though.
Before I forget, man, shout out to Hunter and Kennedy.
Got married.
Allen,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
getting married
Yeah,
today.
got married today. Congratulations.
There,
Yeah,
man,
cheers to
and that was
Cheers.
good, man. That's 2 good-looking kids right there. Got their head on their shoulders, man. Grew up,
Yeah, that's
man,
right.
with Hunter, and what a great dude. And I'm gonna tell you now, man. If you don't think he's a great dude, go tell him and see how that turns out for you.
Right. Yeah, that's a badass dude.
That's a grown man right there.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot to handle.
Proud
for
of those
sure.
guys, man, for sure.
Heck
Yeah, it was
man.
always good fighters. Watching Hunter and Lucas growing up with Bryant, you know, all 3 of them fighting. All 3 of them just great fighters.
Tell you a story, man. You know, it's funny, man, that when they first started, Hunter was no joke. I mean, because Bryant had just started. Hunter had been doing it, you know.
Purple belt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Hunter would kick Bryant in the fucking head, just look at me. And kick Bryant in the head and look over at me. And I remember one time me and Bryant going, That's all right. You getting me now. One day I'm going to be just as good as you are. And I remember Hunter going, yeah, sure. Well, Hunter, I think you might have caught up with you.
Yeah.
About 15, 16, that's when it happened.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But that was
battles, dude.
good.
Hunter, man.
And watching
Hunter,
those guys, man, grow up together like that, fighting together, go to tournaments, man. I mean, just shout out to all those guys. Those are good guys.
And watching, I've seen a lot of fights, especially in karate, just going to all the tournaments,
Oh, yeah,
all the,
for sure.
Hunter's one of the best I've seen, honestly.
He's good, man.
He's good.
And when you get Hunter, I hope you're ready
He
to
got
fight a grown
size.
man.
He got
'cause that's what you
size,
gotta
so
do.
that's a
He's
big
old
dude,
boy.
yeah.
About 6'3", 210.
Yeah.
215.
He's a good size.
Solid. Solid dude, man. Really good guy.
That's not the guy you want to fight and be like, well, at least I know how to. I've trained. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
so
don't know
it's
my
easy to
mentality,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah.
God,
You're going to see red eye.
Yeah, it's gonna be old blood,
Yeah.
Nice.
Call the
Classic.
hospital, but not for me.
We'll see fucking red. It's gonna be the lights in the back of the damn
The
ambulance.
ambulance.
What happened?
You remember that time, that video, man, that dude come in there, and it's like Hunters, I forgot who that guy was, but he thought he was going to,
I thought it was some random dude.
I don't know. I don't know exactly who he was. I don't know who he was. Anyway, I ain't trying to throw nobody out there. But,
Sure.
but man, Hunter showed him real fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was some dude that was like cracked out,
Yeah.
and he walked in there. and was like, "Hey, let's get a round in."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then
And
Hunter's
he had
like,
been-
"I'll
but-
fight him."
Yeah.
And then they go in the front ring in front of everybody. This is like right at the end of class. It's summertime, so the sun's still shining in. It's like 8 o'clock, 7:30 maybe. Sun's still shining in. Like people are looking in the window, and this dude's trying to swing at Hunter.
Swing.
He's
and
just
Hunter
mad,
and dude like
man.
is in the air,
That
and
dude
Hunter
is mad at the world.
Hunter sidekicks him, and dude goes flying like 7 foot.
Into one of them poles.
One of those wood columns. Just in the.
The big square columns. that's
Y'all
in
just
there.
wanted to see a damn punching bag.
It's on him
That's all
though.
I wanna
It's
see.
on him.
It's on
Yeah.
him.
He's the one coming in looking for a fight.
It's
If a
on
dude comes in
him.
there and he's like, "Hey, I want to spar," and he's like trying to like being timid and like, we're not gonna beat the crap
Oh,
out
I
of him.
know,
We're not gonna
I
beat the
know.
shit out of him. That's
Yeah.
No,
just
I know.
wrong.
I can
That's
tell the
bad
dude was
policy,
asking
man.
for it.
That wasn't a guy coming there looking to join.
And learn.
That wasn't a guy coming there trying to learn. That was a guy
He's the
coming
guy
there
with
and
the
thought he was
rules.
going to prove a point. He did. He proved a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He proved it.
The point we all knew.
Yeah.
man.
But he
That
knows
16-year-old's
now.
gonna kick the dog shit out of him. I was like 16, 17 at the
And
time.
man, that's why I think we don't have more guys like my age in there, because they can't deal with
They're
that
scared
shit.
to death, dude.
Yeah.
They can't deal with it.
But
man.
also, those guys are like, a lot of those guys are out of shape.
That's true.
You know, so you gotta you before you even step foot into somewhere like that as a 40-year-old man, the first step you got to do is go, I need to get in shape.
Yeah.
Well, let me be honest with you. That's the reason we don't have more people in general. I mean, we have a very good karate school.
Yeah.
But like that's why a lot of karate schools and gyms have mostly young kids, and then once you get to the teenage and up, that's when it starts dropping out.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it was as a 14 and 13-year-old to get my friends or people that I knew to come train.
Right.
It's a
They
different
all-
kind of
It-
person, man.
Yeah. I
they
mean,
all
you,
talked about, I could fight and I could do this. Well, come to the gym on Tuesday. Come fight with me.
that didn't
I
last long.
would constantly every single day come train with me.
Yeah.
Every day I'd tell a new person to come train, and like maybe one would show up and they'd last for a week and they quit. Because you come in there and they try to swing and they get the shit beat out of them.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. All men, well, you know, all men that think they can do 3 things: fight, fuck, and drive.
I was gonna say fight, fucking drink.
Mike can say 4.
I feel like driving is
This drive's probably better.
drives
Yeah.
better,
Yeah, drive's better.
Yeah. They think they can do all 3.
Josh Jones said he can fuck better than he can fight.
That seems like something Josh Jones would say.
He said,
though.
"Man, it's a tough one." I was like 2 and 3. He's like, "Nah, man, I think I can fuck better than I can fight."
Man, it's
Bro, you're an
easy
MMA
for
fighter.
me.
Shut the fuck up.
You
Shut
just
up,
drive,
man.
baby. I drive the wheels off anything. Put me behind it.
I know it. Man.
I do it
That's
for
me.
like 10 hours a day.
That's
It's
easy
not-
for me,
it's-
man. I'll fuck up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I fuck shit up all the time, man. You see me at work, I'll be fucking shit up. Oh, not that kind of fuck.
It's
Oh.
funny how like, yeah, that's the 3 things you've never heard a man say he can't do.
So what you best at?
Me.
Driving.
Driving.
That's the right answer.
Driving.
the right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking's probably on the bottom for me. I don't still come out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be an honest man here. I think I could drive all right, man. I'm pretty consistent. That's the problem with fucking, man. Sometimes you make that consistent.
I know what number 1 is. The other 2, I just don't know.
I know what my
I just
favorite
don't
is.
know. I know what my favorite
Favorite
is.
Drive.
Yeah, I know what my favorite is. Yeah, yeah I know what I'm
Yeah.
best at is my least favorite.
Yeah.
Probably.
What I'm best at. What my
Oh,
favorite
it
is.
was a drive. I don't want to drive anywhere. Fuck, I drive all the time.
I'll tell you what I do. I do my best at every time.
Yeah, yeah. You're
try hard.
100%.
Yeah.
Till completion, some would say.
Yes, to completion.
Yeah.
True.
Dude, Neil Brennan. I don't know if y'all know Neil Brennan.
Brennan.
Wrote for Dave Chappelle show. It was him and Dave Chappelle that created the Dave Chappelle show. He was the
Okay.
writer.
So
Dave
it's
Chappelle
hilarious.
was.
So he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Stand-up comic. He just put out a new special. It's funny as shit, man. I don't. I forget what made me think of that, but it's so funny, man. You got to check him out. He's kind of like dark humor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I've been watching a little bit of stand up lately. I watched Matt. Dude, I watched the fucking Jake Paul.
Untold.
Yeah, Untold.
I bet it was great.
The
All the
documentary?
Untolds are great. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it makes me like. I thought I liked Logan Paul more than Jake Paul, and I was.
It
completely
probably
wrong.
it seemed like something that was said to
Logan
make
Paul
you
is-
sympathize for Jake Paul.
No, I don't sympathize for him, but
Okay.
I like him more. I
Okay.
get where he's coming from.
Yeah, I think that's what it was for. Kind of
Like,
kind
I
of
get where
show
he's
what
coming
it
from.
kind of humanized him a little bit.
He humanized him a lot,
Yeah.
yeah. And but at the end of it, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't think this really will. But at the end of it, he has Mike Tyson there talking. This is before they scheduled their fight, and Mike Tyson says that he's like, "Oh, a white kid, little baby, makes YouTube videos, blonde hair, blue eyes, little pussy looking white kid." He's talking about how he'll knock you the fuck out. He's like, he's my hero. He's like, he's selling out fucking arenas. That's my hero.
That's what he said.
And I'm like, damn,
That's
Mike
cool.
Tyson though.
That's
If
cool,
you got
man.
Mike Tyson saying that shit,
about you, that's got to mean something. Now, it's got to feel good. Mike Tyson saying
it's
that
like
about
everybody
you?
thinks he's some punk ass little kid talking about I'll knock you out, and then he goes to the
We
ring
all
and
don't
does it.
like Jake Paul. Let's
He's
be
like
clear.
he's knocking out MMA fighters. He's
Let's be
knocking
clear.
out Anderson Silva, whoever, Tyron Woodley. Like he's knocking out bad motherfuckers. He's like, this dude's my hero. It's like, it hurts to hear. Fuck Jake Paul.
I know, right?
But I think it's worth a watch. I think it'll make you have a different perspective on them.
He ain't the guy he was when he started boxing.
He's a real boxer now.
He is.
I hope Mike
I don't
Tyson
like the
kills him
guy.
in the ring, though. I
I
hope,
wanna see him get
I hope
knocked
it
out.
don't go 5 seconds.
I hope Mike Tyson claps him.
Bam, gone. Thank you. But you know that is not the way it's going to go,
not
man,
gonna go
because
that
he's
way.
going to back up and stay away from
Yeah,
Mike
he can play
for a
smart.
couple.
It's Mike
yeah,
Tyson.
Yeah,
I'm Mike Tyson.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Mike Tyson. You
Michael
don't,
Jackson.
yeah, you gon' fucking
Yeah.
keep your distance and play smart.
Yeah. You
Fight
got
smart.
I can't let you get close.
I can't let you get
Have you
close.
seen that video?
But Mike has got to go in there also knowing that and be prepared for that.
I want to see Mike Tyson go to that same dark place he used to when he
I do
boxed.
too.
Yeah.
Because you see him sparring, you're like, this guy has so much speed
And like
Yeah.
training, yeah.
and power. You can hear him hit the
He
pads,
said-
and you're like, this guy's got
He
some
did
power.
one. He was like, he does the.
Yeah. And the
he's
guy
like-
with the
and he
body
and he
stuff.
walks up to the camera. He goes, "You still want to fight me now,
Yeah,
pretty boy?"
Yeah.
Talking about Jake
You're
Paul.
like-
This is like recent.
Yeah,
You
really.
still want to fight me now,
But
pretty
let's
boy?
be honest, man.
He's not the same.
He's
he's not
spinning
the
around,
same.
hit him, do labo gabo, boy. It'd be over.
As much, I think even if Mike Tyson tried to enter that psycho form he had when he was young, there's just no. I mean,
No.
his elements
That's like-
just
that's like
naturally
asking
it just
Ice Cube
can't
to.
happen.
That's like asking Ice
You
Cube
know
to
what,
be a
though, man?
gangster again.
Yeah, or Snoop Dogg to be a gangster again. You know?
Yeah, this
It's
dude's
like-
out here with Martha White or Martha,
Martha
Stewart,
Stewart,
and
yeah.
fucking on. Are we
yeah,
there yet?
but
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mike Tyson's been out here, man, like going to prison and getting face tattoos and owning
Yeah, that was
tigers
20
That
and
years
was
ago,
shit.
that was
man.
the. I don't think he could get back to that guy though.
I think Mike
He's
Tyson in
like-
The Hangover kills Jake Paul.
Yes.
He was heavy. He was very
Maybe.
heavy.
Maybe. Yeah.
I tell you what, man. You know, I'm like everybody else. I don't know anybody that I know of that's like, oh, I think Jake Paul's going. I want to see Jake Paul win. Nobody wants to see
It
that.
probably
I mean,
don't
everybody
care,
wants
like
to see Mike
teenager or
Tyson
something,
knock
yeah.
him the fuck out, and I
Yeah.
hope that's what happens.
We all want to see it.
Yeah.
What was
Anyways,
like?
We all want to see it.
When was
everybody
the,
wants to.
Max Crosby. When was the last time? Damn, I forgot. What was we talking about?
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
That's
What we-
right.
what we
What
talking
was it
about
like?
again?
Yeah, we all got distracted on that one.
What was it like seeing Mike Tyson in his prime? Because I'm sure you watched a couple.
Man, let me tell you something. It was fast. It was
That's what they
over
all
so
say.
fast.
Don't go to the bathroom. People say
It
go
was
to the
over
bathroom.
so fast, man.
That bell ring. You better watch it.
Yeah, and I mean, I missed a couple. I'm a guy that missed a couple.
Everybody did.
Who was the white dude that he fought that was like one of the most notorious fights? Like the first guy that like really came at him trying to knock him the fuck out.
Well, Lennox Lewis wasn't. I mean, that's a black dude, but he didn't he give him.
white dude?
Yeah, the white dude.
The white guy, big,
Big, goofy looking white guy.
Peter.
Oh, that might be it.
Peter.
Peter Neely?
Maybe
Come Cable.
Peter
Maybe.
McNeely.
Peter McNeely. That's
Peter
it.
McNeely.
Because he kept doing the ad read and he was fucking it up.
You say come cable?
Yeah, he was like, I'm Mike Tyson. I'm gonna fight Peter McNeely on Come Cable. Fuck, and it's supposed to be Comcast Cable, and he kept fucking it up because he's an idiot.
He's such an idiot.
Well,
He's like, I'm here to fight Peter McNeely on Cable. Fuck, and he did it like 6 times. This is a live takes. They showed it.
Wow.
yeah.
Peter
Peter
McNeely.
McNeely.
He took it to him though.
He
got knocked the
did.
fuck out.
He got
But
out of
he
fight.
tr-
But
he
he
went-
tried.
But he
Balls
tried.
I don't remember
football,
this fight.
dude.
I've watched a lot of Tyson's fight. I don't remember this fight.
But he did.
Peter
yeah.
McNeely went balls to the fucking
It seems
wall.
like an iconic fight. Yeah.
And everybody's like, this is the first time anybody's challenged Mike
challenge him
Tyson on
actually
this.
fucking brawl with this
Like,
motherfucker
he's in
hung
there
in there.
swinging. He like,
But
it's like
the
a
thing
gonna
fight.
watch
about
this
Peter
shit.
McNeely was, though, man, go watch the interviews and shit leading up to the fight first.
He was scared to death.
That's going to make you hate that fucking
Oh,
guy.
he's
Oh,
awful.
he's talking that shit.
Oh, he's just the whole, and he's going fucking.
But Mike Tyson was that kind of guy too, though. He would, he would say
He's
like,
like,
"Fucked
fuck
up
you.
shit.
Well,
I'll fuck you till you love me.
no.
Yeah, I'll fuck you till you love me."
Well,
say
that
the
was
F
that
word,
was
that
later.
word.
That was later. The beginning of
Before
Mike
Brew was more
Tyson,
humble.
you didn't shit out of it. You never heard
Really?
nothing out
He was
of
just
it.
Well, that's
white
'cause
noise.
that's 'cause of his coach.
Yeah, you didn't hear nothing out of it.
What was his coach's name?
I don't know, but he said
Cuss,
you don't exist. Only the task exists.
God, dude, the drone. I think Peter McNeely was the one who came out to the drone.
Really?
I'm pretty sure because he comes out to it and Peter McNeely looks like he has seen a fucking ghost standing in that ring waiting on Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because Mike
How
Tyson came out
could you
second.
not?
He looks like, oh shit, all this shit I've been talking, and now I'm about to get
And
knocked the
I will
fuck
tell you
out.
right now, though, the way he fought was not represented by the way he looked in that ring. waiting on
Cuss
him.
Delgado, was it Cuss
Maybe
Delgado?
something like that. Yeah, I'm scared to look it up.
Oh, was
Cuss
that-
something. CUS Cuss something.
What's the iconic scene of the ref with the blood all over his gloves? The black ref, the blood all over his gloves, and it's like all down his sleeves and shit.
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's Mike Tyson.
I don't think it's Mike Tyson, but it's iconic scene,
I
photo.
don't think I'm right. I think it's wrong.
It is Cus Diamato.
Cuss, what did I say? Cuss
Nah,
D'Amato
he
or
was
something.
close. Yeah, he was
Delgado
close.
or some
Delgado,
shit.
that's what you said,
Delgado.
Gelato.
Oh, Samsonite. I was way
I
off.
was way off,
I'm gonna talk to Samson.
man.
I
Dumb
want
and
to talk
dumber.
to Samson. Fly me to the moon.
With that bitch. What does he say? Something Alice Crampson.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
Because
shit
it's hard being
forever.
black and gifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I always remember.
Get away from me, bitch.
Dave
you know I
Chappelle-
am impotent.
Yeah. Dave
Playing 2
Chappelle,
roles in
man.
the movie.
Yeah,
That's so
right.
good.
Iconic, man. They don't make comedy like they used to.
They can't.
I think it's coming back though.
I hope so.
I think it's coming back. I think the stand-up comedians are really pushing for it.
It was I got it right here.
Cus
Fury versus
D'Amato.
Wallen. Oh, was it Tommy Fury?
No, Tommy Fury is who beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, I mean I know who that is, but it says Fury and the guy looked like he was so bloody it's hard to tell though. But it was I see what you're talking about. The black he's like covered in blood. His whole shirt's bloody.
It could have been recently. It might have been Tommy Fury. It could have been recent
I'm pulling it
because
up
the
right here.
photo kind of looked like a recent photo. It was like you should
That was
watch this
awful.
rev. It looked like this guy just got done having surgery.
Dang.
Yes, awful.
It's just like all over his from his gloves like down to like his elbows, basically of just nothing but blood. Like he's been in the shit with these guys.
Yeah.
It's been fucking going on in the ring, and he's been right there, doing his job. It's so pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the picture.
That's it.
Dang.
Ask
Yeah.
the fighters.
That ref looks so OG too, with the mustache and the high top.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he
dude,
looks
I
so
love it.
OG,
I love
man.
Good old mustache and a high top, man. It's
Yeah.
hard to go wrong there. Who is this? Marcus Brown and Badu Jack.
I'm about to watch this fight though. I've never seen the fight, but I'm gonna watch it. Boxing is something
Dude,
that like,
that's their faces.
oh man, dude.
Yeah, Marcus Brown versus
fuck.
Badu Jack. Badou. I guess that's how you pronounce that.
Oh my gosh.
God, that's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah, people always act like boxing is such an entertaining sport. I don't see it. It's
I like it, but
What
it's
it-
not better than
what
the
Well,
UFC.
it might have been entertaining back in freaking
what ruins
1980,
boxing for
man.
me is
but-
hugging.
yeah.
You can't clinch. If you could hit in the clinch,
know.
boxing would be
I
an
kn-
amazing sport.
I
It would be
know,
incredible.
dude. I know.
But you can hug and get away from it, and they separate.
And
you.
they use it.
Rest.
They use it to fucking buy time and rest and to drain rounds but it is a fucking technical sport.
But
I mean,
the thing-
obviously,
yeah, but there ain't no resting in this.
yeah.
You ain't resting.
Well, on the ground, there's resting.
Well,
Like if you get in the top position,
if
you can rest.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe if
Yeah.
you got the guy. Yeah, if you've got a guy. Yeah,
But you got him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The argument for me is like that grown man got you there. Get at him
Oh
if
yeah,
you don't
for
like
sure.
it. You know.
But like in my opinion, I think like kickboxing or like Muay Thai is a more strenuous sport than like just pure striking is much more strenuous than MMA where your ground is and
Definitely with certain MMA, again, it's like you could definitely pick a lot of fights out that
Yeah.
I think support that. Like I think like if you watch a lot of like wrestlers like Chael Sonnen or something like that.
I mean, I'll even refer to Michael Venom Page versus Kevin Holland, which just happened not long ago.
Okay.
Michael Venom Page is a point fighter. He came through point fight. He point fought Raymond Daniels back in the day as adults.
Okay.
Man, he
Came
looked
through
good, too.
Bellator, was knocking dudes
looked
out with a fucking
good.
jab cross blitz.
Yeah.
Hell
like
yeah.
nasty
That
blitz.
counter
love
he
that.
had on fucking.
Where you just blitz it, bow, bow.
He was
He's
like
cracking
cracking
you.
cracked him with the right and just dropped him. It was like
And he's dancing.
Huh.
He's a dancer. He's just like he's a
it was like
showboat
oh my god.
asshole. And it made Kevin Holland look
You
awful.
ain't gonna lie, it did. He
Yeah,
clowned him.
Yeah, man.
I
y'all
get
know I don't
it,
like
and
it.
I'm
But
with you. I'm
I
with
don't
man,
get that, man.
I agree with I agree.
But it was good to see.
But
the reason I
man,
think the reason he does
you
it is 'cause
gotta
people shit on
appreciate
karate
how-
so much.
yeah.
I think that's why he's
That's
like
why I
that.
pull for them karate guys, man.
But in that fight, Michael Venom Page ended up getting in a bad position.
there was Kevin Holland had some.
Kevin
good,
Holland was on top, and Kevin Holland had
Yes.
the advantage there to rest a little bit, and Michael Venom Page got up still.
Yeah, his takedown or his get up when he was getting up
Dude,
when he
yeah,
was getting
his
taken.
grappling defense
It
was
was great, yeah.
It was so good. And
But yeah, you would like Michael Venom Page. You go look at some of his
Dude,
highlights.
his-
I mean, you
he's
won't
so
like him, the
good.
person, but the
as a
fighter
person, he's
as
awful.
himself,
Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah.
you would appreciate because it's so smooth and slick.
Yeah, I would love to have seen Raymond Daniels go into UFC.
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
I bet this, but
I mean, he fought in Bellator. He had that
but
spinning-
during the time of when he was coming up, you got to put him in
Dude.
that time gap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I would love to see. That's what I'm saying. I would love to see him whenever he was in his prime in the UFC.
Yeah,
Well,
not
right-
against
right
these
now
guys.
he's
He's
in-
like 44 now.
Not
40.
against
Right
these
now,
guys
he's in karate combat, and I mean,
He's in his 40s.
that's starting to pick up though. Karate combat,
Yeah.
it's starting to pick
It's
up.
starting to pick up a little bit. I hear
How's
about
he
it.
done in
Yeah.
karate combat?
I think he's a champion in karate
Jeez,
combat.
that's crazy in his 40s too. I'm pretty sure.
But
It's like Mike Perry, man.
he was a champ. I don't think he's the reigning champ. I'll tell you who is
He's
kicking.
43.
I'll tell you who is doing
Ross
it.
Levine,
Yes, sir.
bad motherfucker.
I'm gonna
I don't
tell
know
you right
Ross
now,
Levine.
Ross
Point
Levine. Now
fighter.
we've been in tournaments. Ross Levine was there.
I've probably seen him.
And,
at some
And
point.
man, you talking about a bad MF dude. Ross Levine.
How young is this guy?
He's probably almost
Probably close to
35,
Raymond.
36.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's
he's
a
a
little
little
bit younger
younger.
than Raymond, but
Okay,
not
Raymond's
much.
43. I'll pull up see how old Ross Levine is.
Ross, man, he's just such a badass.
35.
And
that's
that
it. He's in the
Raphael,
karate combat league.
He's 36.
Agave-
Damn, I'm good.
Raphael, is it Agave?
I don't know.
Agave, I forgot, man. I'm butchering that last name. But now he's a champion karate combat.
The good thing is it's not your
You-
job to pronounce
This
names.
guy, man, I'm going to tell you something now.
Yeah.
This
I
guy,
need to watch more
this
karate
guy's
combat.
awesome, man. He's a small dude. But you talk about a lion, this guy is a lion.
I like to see little guys who can just.
Have you
This
seen,
guy
like
is a
that?
lion.
Have you kept up with Bailey Murphy lately? He's done like some full or like not full contact, but more like hard contact
He
stuff.
won
lately.
like $4, $5, $6, $7,000 in Rhode Island, man. Bailey
Did he
Murphy
really?
did.
He
Yeah.
fought in a European tournament not long ago, and he like jumped spinning kick, side kick dude in the face and dropped him.
So he won $4,000 or
In
$5,000
Rhode Island.
Bailey Murphy,
in a
man.
karate tournament,
Karate
point
tournament,
fighting.
Yeah. I've been watching. We've been seeing Bailey fight since he was what, 12?
14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen him.
He was on Team Dynasty.
He
when
would always
first
give.
fought Blake Spence.
Was it Lucas a hard time, or was it
both Blake and Lucas?
Blake and Lucas?
Yeah.
I fought him one time in a team fight, and it was a bad situation going in.
really?
Yeah, I was like down by 10 going in, and I probably wouldn't beat him if it was tied.
Was that
yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that
we
team
changed it
fight.
to
Yeah. I've,
that was bad.
That was kind
I've
of.
always.
Yeah,
I've heard the
tried
name.
to put that together.
But we
and
jumped in, though.
did
We
that-
fought.
Yeah, we
It was
did.
a good time,
Yeah,
yeah.
did fight, man.
It's a good time.
Can't say we didn't.
Lucas, Bryant Newsome, Lucas Southern, and Hatcher Adams.
Yeah, Hatcher he was like a brown belt.
He hadn't been a black belt. No, he was a black
Oh,
belt.
he already got his
But
black
he,
belt.
well, he hadn't been a black belt, but like
Like
a
a
month
junior
or two.
black belt. He was
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was 16. I think I was 17 actually, because Bailey was 16. He was a year younger than me.
Well,
What-
he turned out to be a big old boy. Hatcher did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What's it like having an empty nest at the house?
Man, I got my parking spot back. Of course, I'm just putting I'm putting my lawnmower there right now, and actually some 2x4s that belong to Bryant. So I don't know if I actually got it back or not.
From
Sure.
92 to 2003.
That's a stretch, ain't it?
That's a stretch.
That's a long stretch. 2023.
Yeah, sorry, I said 2003. Sorry,
2023.
31
God,
years.
man, it's weird.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's a
2023.
stretch, man.
Yeah, that has to, like, those patterns, those habits, those conversations, those relationships. They gotta. It's
Yeah,
gotta be
weird.
odd.
Yeah, it's
right?
good having you
Gotta
on
be
here.
a
Man. I feel like this
little
is the longest I've
weird,
talked to you in a while.
It is.
Gotta be a
Well,
little.
I mean, other than Wednesday, I had you over for dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, man, well,
it's gotta be a little weird, right?
for the for probably the past year and a half, man, before you moved out. I mean, you were gone a lot.
I was so busy. Yeah, working.
Yeah, and then
training
even
and
before
doing
that, man, I
podcasts.
mean, even when he was younger than that, letting him go off with you for 2 or 3 days here or there
to Bourbon Street and
to
New Orleans,
Bourbon Street,
15.
We took.
Halloween.
You know who he was going with, though.
But yeah, if I
You
hadn't
knew who he was
had,
going with.
if I hadn't had, but if I hadn't had complete confidence,
smart.
Yeah, that's
then,
right.
Yeah, then I knew.
The proof's in the
know.
pudding of how you raise your kids, man.
Yeah, man.
The pudding pop.
The pudding pop, bull.
Yeah, man. I mean, have their best interest at heart in everything you do. And if you think about that, you're like, oh my God, how can I do that? Well, you don't worry about those
Do it.
other
Just try.
3 million things you have to worry about. You
Don't
worry
be
about the
selfish.
one in front of you.
Parenting is all about not being selfish and
Yeah,
putting
yes.
the kids.
Your life is over
life
now.
Yeah.
Now you got theirs. You
their
get
life, yeah.
them. Yeah, now it's their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't want it to be that way, well, that's just tough
Well,
shit.
don't fucking have kids.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
have kids. But now that you do, be a man.
Should
Be a
have
man.
wrapped your willy, man.
Be a man. And there's something, to be said for, wanting to be a man and being a man. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
I can't imagine any other feeling.
Stepping up to the plate.
I can't
Stand
imagine
with P.
ever not doing my job. 'Cause
There's a
I
lot
can't think
of,
of any time I never did my job.
Men kind of get a
I
bad
agree with that
rap.
100%. Cheers to that, man.
Cheers to that.
I agree 100%.
Men kind of get a bad rap in today's time.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, and I think that I don't think a lot of those people are wrong. I think a lot of that does exist.
Yeah.
But I think that what it does is it shits on the good guys, the good men who are out there fucking hustling, grinding for their family. There's a lot of shitty people out there.
Yeah, I mean, I like the phrase "be a man" for sure, but I mean, I think be a fucking adult.
Yes, that's
I mean,
it.
a lot of the
That's
problem
it.
with some of the men now is the women.
Now I want to say
100%.
something. I want to say something too.
Say something.
Man, I like it feels good, man. It feels good when people say, "Yeah, man, you were, a good dad. You did your job, man." Yeah, anything. First of all, I'm supposed to do my job. I shouldn't
You
get
don't
a
get
pat.
extra
I should
credit.
not get a pat on the
You
back
don't get no
for
extra
doing
credit
my
for
for
doing what
having
you're
kids
supposed
and
to
raising
do.
them.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what you're fucking supposed to do. But I will say this, man. Being married to a woman that was 9, almost 10 years older than me,
Matured you faster.
she was more in tune with me, because I'm like more of an old soul,
Yeah.
old school, raised my kids the
that's
old
true.
way,
Yeah.
and she was along that same path. If I'd have been with somebody, man, that was had been my age, I don't know how that would have turned out.
Could have been different.
That could have been different. I mean, you
Probably
talk about a
broke up with
9-year gap.
You probably would have dumped him.
Probably would have. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
would have kicked the motherfucker to the curb.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably
They-
would
I've
have.
they
always
would- they
related
would've
to
been
older
adult with you,
people,
yeah.
man. I don't have
But it was
many
because
friends-
of her too, because we were always on the same page with raising y'all,
Yeah.
and she was 100% backing me up with whatever I said about raising y'all. Because
For sure.
I mean, it was obvious that I had certain hard line definitions about how I wanted to raise my kids, and she backed me up the whole way, 100%.
And here we are drinking on a podcast.
Having beers,
Talking
man.
about wild shit.
Yeah,
that
getting
we-
along.
Yeah,
For sure.
Shit that spans
Yeah,
generational
and
gaps.
to look back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to look back and think shit that is not. I mean, you would ask some people, some of the things that we've done is controversial, whatever. But
Yeah.
you gotta let you gotta let a teenager be a teenager. You gotta let a kid be a kid, and you gotta learn to balance that rope. And I don't think that anybody has, done it like you've done it.
Yeah.
Like you and
Walk
Mom
that
both.
fine line.
Walk
is
that
what
fine
we're
line of
trying to
letting the kid have freedom, but not letting them run wild. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keeping
Yeah,
them within
yeah,
the
that's right.
lines of having those boundaries, that structure,
And
that
trust
system, the
and-
trust of, and it was healthy. It was a
Yeah.
healthy relationship that you got to have with your kids. And I think that ultimately it just starts with stop being fucking selfish and like wanting to
And
come home and play
controlling,
video games and like acting like this kid's a burden on you, because what you really want to do is be away from this kid to yourself because you're a selfish, self-absorbed asshole.
And that's what the bathroom's for.
Exactly.
Take a shit, you wash your hands.
Yeah.
And now you
If you got to take a little extra time in the bathroom, take a little extra time.
And then now you back to reality.
Get your
You got
shit,
5
get your
minutes,
shit
man.
back. Yeah, get your shit back. But I think, I think that enough. I'm starting to realize that, like, just growing up, that I always thought that, like, we were a little different. You know, the drink, like maybe we drink. You know, y'all drinking loud music at 1 a.m. I didn't, like, a lot of parents didn't do that. So
Right.
like,
And eating
I
dinner at
liked
2
it.
a.m.
I loved it. Pork chop. My buddy's was like, man, we hungry. It's like 1 a.m. We cooking steaks.
Right.
You know,
The Worcestershire.
the
garlic
Worcestershire.
salt.
Man,
It's classic.
it just
I can taste it right now.
it felt, yeah. I knew we wasn't like a normal, like quote unquote. What the fuck is normal?
Yeah.
First of all, normal
Yeah.
is boring and fucking what everybody tries to be, but is fake trying to be it. Be your fucking self.
Yeah, man.
And I think that that's what the family was growing up. You know.
Y'all remember that big ass boom box, the CD player?
Oh, I remember.
The silver and blue.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
With it had a 3 CD track in it. You can
Oh,
switch 'em.
yeah.
Oh man, when
You just turn that bitch up as high as it would go.
Loud as
They
fuck.
cranky it
You'd be
up,
shaking
man.
fucking CDs off the damn top
Yeah.
of the stereo system.
Should be
off that
falling to the
console.
floor.
But the main thing was
I am.
oh man, all the songs, dude. So many songs. So many songs.
That was like right in the prime of fucking
yeah,
grunge.
yeah. I mean, oh, the music was
2000s
so good.
and all that shit.
But
man.
just yeah, I think a lot of parents just don't know how to navigate it,
Man,
and it seems so
think-
simple to me.
Yeah, I think so many parents now, they don't want to.
They don't want to. That's it. That's the problem. And they try to pass their
I think
kids
they'd a
off.
whole lot rather spend their time on their phone.
Yep.
More than that.
Numb in their brain.
Shove a device in front of their
Yep.
kid's face.
so they can be on their device.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
yes, and man, fuck, dude, you are wasting your time, man.
Wasting your time.
I mean, valuable time, very, very valuable time that you're gonna look back
Yeah.
on one day and you're gonna be like, damn, man, I squandered
When
that
you're
time
like
away.
70 and your kid's like 40, and say you do have a good relationship, which is probably doubtful because you didn't build one in the first place,
Yeah.
you're going to regret that shit.
That's right, man.
You're gonna
That's
regret
right.
that shit.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. I mean, I think that when they do that when their kids do grow up, they're not gonna have the kind of relationship that they could have because of that.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
the reason why. Man, they don't, and it's not because they hate their parents or don't like their parents or don't
They
get
have a
along with their
they don't have a
parents.
relationship.
Don't have
It's
a
because they don't have those
It's
memories.
all.
Yeah.
The only time they talk to them is when they are disciplining them.
Yeah.
And that's the first person
So
I
there's a
think of.
disconnect there, man.
Yes.
The first person I think of is Trent, who does a fucking great job.
Trent's a good dad.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, for
And
sure,
even,
man.
and even when they're on their devices, he's with them. He's playing the Madden games with
Yep.
them, and sometimes he gives them their time, because they got to be kids.
Right.
Yeah.
They go play
But-
games together too,
yeah, that's
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, go ahead and throw a remote and break something over there. You won't get another remote or another game. You might
Yeah.
be a couple years
I was
before
playing.
you get a new remote.
Trent's so funny, man. I was playing Crew and Madden, and I was starting to,
Yeah, shout out
score
to
some touchdowns and kind of get up on Crew, and Crew was getting mad, kind of hitting his controller down.
Yeah.
And he already gave me. I had the shitty controller that had already been beat to death.
Oh,
It was
no,
like kinda-
Trent wouldn't do that to you.
Kind of like no, Crew did it to
Crew
me.
did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
We was in Jerry World, and I had the shitty controller.
Yeah,
that's what
Jerry
happened.
World. Jerry World,
And I'm
he
at,
got
I'm
you,
at, I'm
yeah.
at Crew's house. Okay,
We're
I get
putting
it.
you
It's
to
all field
shitty in
advantage.
something.
I get it. That's okay. But yeah, he gave me the drift,
The rinky-dink.
drift left. So when you
Yeah.
like you
Drift,
got
yeah.
you got to cut up the gut. It does little sides. You can slow juke or something, because it's drifting left, But he started hitting. Trent said, "You better stop, or you're gonna have to watch me play a whole season of Madden. You ain't gonna be able to play at all.
Oh.
You got to sit there and watch me
And
the
I'm
whole
going
time.
one game a week.
Yeah, yeah. So he gonna drag it, and it's like you gotta have a little tough love sometimes.
Yeah, but then he also spends so much time with them kids outside. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of interaction. That's
Crew
the
is-
first person I think of when I think
Crew
of a
is
good
so-
dad. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that like a person that's recently having kids.
Yeah, Crew is so much like Trent in the competitive aspect.
Oh, man. I
They're
think
all,
he's
they
worse.
all will be. They
He's
all will be.
worse. I think he's worse.
Trent got me onto some of that shit, man.
Not this. I'm not saying worse is
God,
a bad thing. I'm thinking
he's
he's
more competitive.
more competitive.
Trent
I
made me
love
so competitive
Even
growing
more.
up, man.
Yeah.
So competitive, man.
Yeah. Trent would beat me in a video game, man, and I'd look over at him. He'd be like, ha, 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 and I'd punch him in the fucking arm. I'd slug him. I'd hit him in the damn arm. Laugh now. Don't forget I'll kick your ass.
It'd be like if Jim Carrey was beating you in video games.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Ace Ventura.
yeah,
like yes.
you know,
Like you're playing pet detective.
No.
You are sitting there playing pet detective.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be like doing like he'll be beating the shit out of you in Madden.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah. It'd be like the backup guy. He put the backup guy in. And he'd be
Yeah.
like doing movie quotes. Oh, you put me in, coach. Oh, even the backup guy scored.
Let's
So I
play
played
that
in
in
reverse. Just shitting on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, man, that's classic, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Always classic. It's fun growing
You got to
up.
spend time with your kids. You got to spend time with your kids.
Man, you know, if you're gonna have them, then you know.
Like you see it a lot too. Like the kid at the baseball game who he sucks and he finally gets in. He gets a hit. He looks over to see his parents in the stands and they
And they
ain't
looking at
there.
their phone.
And they ain't there. Oh yeah, they looking at their phone.
Or they ain't there.
Oh man.
Some
how's
parents
that
can't
go?
help it, you know, to defend some of those parents who are like working long hours. You know, I'm sure
They can
there's.
help it.
I mean,
There's for sure cases, but there's a lot of
Definitely.
times where
there's some
parents
people
don't
who
want to.
travel. There's people who are like nurses who are doing long hours, especially during like pandemic and shit when like hospitals are overstaffed. There's plenty of
And I'm here to
circumstances
say-
that
Yeah,
go
I'm here to
into
say
it.
those people shouldn't have kids.
life ain't fair sometimes.
Life ain't
man.
fair.
But if you're not at work, get your ass to that game. Get
Yes,
your ass to that
absolutely,
tournament, man.
yes.
Hey, and
Do
guess
everything
what
you
else?
can to be. Don't use it as an excuse.
Put your damn phone in the car.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing more these kids love than to look over there while they're on the mat or they're on the field or they're on the court and to see mama and daddy looking at them,
Being
watching
proud.
them, being a part of what they're
builds the
doing.
Tree, man, that builds the fucking relationship.
Man, they don't forget that shit.
They don't.
for sure.
They don't forget
They
it,
don't.
man. Daddy was there. Mama was there.
Daddy wasn't there.
Cheers. Change my underwear.
Daddy was
Cheers.
there. I can't cheer
To
that,
take me to
man,
the
because I was
fair.
there.
Daddy was there.
I was there.
To take me to the fair. Change
my underwear.
Daddy wasn't there.
What's that?
Self-taught,
What
no
movie?
lessons.
What movie
Thanks
was
a
that?
lot, Dad.
That was
Austin Powers,
Austin Powers.
was it Gold
We just
Member,
talked about it. Yeah.
Was it the
Gold
first one?
Member, or was it
Yeah.
The Spy That Shagged Me?
The Spy That Shagged Me, I think.
The first two are some of the
Gold
great.
It
Member
was
sucks.
wasn't it the one with
Gold Member sucks. It
Michael
sucks.
Michael Caine
That's
was
the third
his
one, right?
daddy.
I don't remember.
Michael Caine was his daddy,
I
and
think
that's
so.
the one he's talking about.
I mean, Michael Caine's his dad in all of them, right?
Yeah, that probably. I
Maybe,
guess so.
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. I guess.
Michael
he-
Caine's a
Oh,
good actor.
wow.
I guess Michael Caine wouldn't be his daddy in just one, huh?
Yeah.
that's right.
Unless it was like all fucked up. But the third one was weird, man. The third one was
The
like
Spy Who Shagged Me.
nothing but like commercialized bullshit. Like they were just throwing ads at you. Like,
Wasn't that? Was that the one
Oh, let me just
Beyonce
tr-
was in?
yeah,
That
yeah.
makes a lot
Let
of
me
sense.
just drink this Coke with the Coke symbol facing towards the camera.
But
that kind of shit.
But now they did that shit in Wayne's World. They also did that in Wayne's World.
they did Little Nicky.
They
or- I
they
think it
did
was
they
no,
did
Jack
that
and
in
Jill.
they did that in Wayne's World
Jack and
with like Pepsi and Pizza
Yes.
Hut and Reebok and all that. Remember, Garth was decked out and all the Reebok stuff.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah,
They did
yeah.
the same thing in that.
Wayne's World, man. What a fucking movie.
I know it.
It sure does suck.
It's weird that you don't get movies like that anymore.
Well, it sure does.
Or maybe you
suck.
do. Maybe we just can't find them. Maybe we're just too busy to find them. They could be out there. They're just probably
Oh,
buried
no,
within the
they're
bullshit.
not. They're not.
Because there's a lot of good like foreign films out there that if you really dig in, you never hear about over here. Like a lot of shit. I'm sure there's some indie shit that probably would be pretty good that we just like for one don't gain traction because of the fucking time we're in, and for
that's
two we're too busy to fucking search the shit
Yeah, maybe.
or find it. I don't know. It could. I think it might be like
I
kind
don't
of just
know
like
if
music,
there's
just
any-
like music, you know.
Yeah, but I think the cream rises to the top, man. And when you have something that's this wildly popular, you'll figure it gets around.
It
People
finds its
find
way.
out.
I got you. Yeah.
I'm surprised Fred Armisen wasn't in there. I was waiting to see him.
Was you?
Yeah.
I forgot he was a Scoozy.
Excuse
That makes me want to watch that movie again. That's such a good movie.
So how are we got to talk about UFC 300, right?
Pull up the card.
We got it live.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start by saying I don't know any of the names of any of these people because I have a life.
That's fair.
I
Let's see if you
understand.
might know. Let's see if you
I
know.
And
do,
a lot of people,
because I
a lot
don't.
of people seem to think because I'm involved in karate for the past few years that I know all the names of all these people. I don't.
That's
Because I don't. First of all, I'm not going to pay to watch this, and I'm not paying for this now.
Yeah, we're not either. I mean, we are. We are paying for it.
I mean, when I say I'm not paying for it, it means it's not coming out of my pocket. It's coming out of somebody's pocket, not mine.
Correct.
And
that's me, the host tonight.
the host.
Thank you all for being here.
The host, the host of the broadcast, Shawn Newsome.
But
so there's somebody I want you to keep in mind. His name is Bo Nickel.
you would like Bo Nickel as a fighter
all-American wrestler
from Penn State,
and he is the fucking dude.
Is he fighting
He's
tonight?
fighting tonight
tonight
in middleweight. He's the first fight on the card.
What about Bo Hopkins?
Like Kirby Hopkins.
Kirby Hopkins.
Shout
out to Kirby Hopkins.
Cheers to Kirby Hopkins.
The one who didn't run away.
The one who didn't run away.
Cheers
Daddy
to him.
was
That's
there.
all I'm gonna say. The one
to take
who
him to the
stayed.
fair.
And to change his underwear.
The three Rogans.
The who?
The three Rogans.
They are.
The black Rogan.
Megan O'Leary's hot, man. I'm
she's
just
so
saying.
hot.
Megan
Who?
O'Leary's so hot.
The one, the
The
girl.
reporter,
The
Yeah.
girl, yeah. The she's got like the
Pierre versus Jonah Hill. What?
She's got like the
Jonah Hill back to the shit be
tomboy-
that old.
Dude,
Versus
I ain't gonna
Jonah
lie
Hill.
though. Jamal Hill makes me laugh. The more I watch him, I'm like, he's
such a
cracking me
dick.
up. But he's like just the old school fucking gangster,
He
dude.
is.
He's
gonna
a
get beat-
gangster.
He's gonna get beat tonight.
He's a gangster who sees red and bodies drop, except they've been dropping.
I feel
They've been
like
dropping, dude.
now
He's got for real power though.
He does.
He's got for real power. But so
But
does
Alex
Pajeda.
Pajeda might go down as the best light heavyweight. I know it's early. I know it's early. That's fine. But I think that the potential's there.
Can I remind you of who else was light
Oh,
heavyweight?
John. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, but below
The
John.
second
That's fine.
best light
Yeah,
heavyweight.
you
right?
forget. You forget John.
Can I
Jones, man.
remind you?
Yeah.
Alex Pajeda is one of 8 UFC fighters to have.
This chick right here, man. She can fight her ass off.
Zhang
Zhang
Wei
Wei
Li.
Li.
Yeah.
You've seen her. before.
Yeah.
She's in all the big cards.
She's in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen her fight before.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Alex Pajeda is one of 8 champions to win a belt in 2 different weight classes.
Really?
One of 8, yeah.
Now, what's her name?
Rose.
Yeah.
She fought what?
Last
3
weekend.
a week ago, but
Was
within
it
the
last
past few
weekend?
weeks.
Yeah.
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 didn't
How'd
watch
she
it.
do?
She
Didn't
won by
watch it.
decision, but I didn't watch the fight.
Oh,
Dude,
really?
After that fight, that one fight she had with Carlo Esparza, I don't care.
I think everybody's
I'm
like
out.
that,
Yeah.
and I think Dana knows that. He's just,
And that's why That's why she's on free fight nights.
and it seems like she was the headline of that card. Nobody watched the fucking card.
Yeah.
yeah, Bo Nichols one you
makes
need to
sense.
watch. Charles Oliveira is one of the classiest UFC
You'll
fighters
like
I've
him
ever
as a
seen.
fighter. You'll
He's
really
one of the
like
guys
him.
that's like he beat Dustin Poirier, then donates $50,000 to his charity.
Yeah.
I guess I really like Karate Combat more, and I know some of those guys just because of what it is. But,
Sure.
you know, man, I mean, I'm to the point of,
Yeah.
you know, I like to go out and do things instead of watch people
I get
do
that,
things.
man. I get that.
This
I like
is
that.
cool.
Have a real
Say that
ex-
again.
Have a real experience
Say that
Yeah,
again. I like to go out and do things
instead of watch people do
things.
things.
Yeah.
That's such a good quote.
God,
Means,
I
it
know.
means a lot, man.
It's the reason why I'm setting my
Experience
phone
shit
down
yourself.
more.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
kind of feel like I do have a little bit of anxiety when it comes to like texting people back because I'm not always there to look at my phone to text them back because I'm so focused on like sitting my phone down and just like
yeah.
spending time with the dog, spending time like enjoying being at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and
whether
that's
it's
how,
playing
that's
music,
how I am,
having some
man,
beers
yeah.
with Heather, you know, wrestling with the dog, you know, whatever.
Oh, you might lose that.
If I see
Won't be
something,
long.
It won't be long.
it won't be long. You'll be losing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy.
You know, man, I mean, it's great that first of all, you know, being self-employed, and I will first of all say that having my customers, man, they are great. My customers will wait on me a couple days. God, I've had customers wait on me, man, for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks while I was like hurt, out, couldn't work, whatever. And man, I got some of the best customers in the world.
Oh,
And they wait on me, man, and they use me, and you know, it's nice to have, man. I mean, but if you've got to have it done right now, you probably should call somebody else
Check out
because
Diego
there's a good
Lopez's
chance I can't get it right now.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
and that's a good.
And that's the way I've set it
And-
up, man.
and
I mean, I'm
honestly,
going to
that's a
take
good-
care,
yeah.
first come, first serve. I take care of my guys. I'm going to come back out and take care of you if you got a problem. But you know, man, also I got a life too, and I'm going to go live it.
Well, another
You
thing
know.
you do too, and I want to toot your horn a little bit.
Toot toot.
whenever you say, "Oh, I'm too busy, I can't get to it," you're gonna call one of your buddies, and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
can you get
And
this
hook
for me?"
them up and pass it on to
Yeah.
like.
You ain't greedy, you ain't selfish. You do what
Yeah.
you gotta do, and you hand off when you can.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
pass
not.
on,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
plenty of work. We're not gonna run out of work.
And it's good that you're in a position where you could pass that work on
Yeah.
and not feel like you have to sacrifice, some other things to get out there and
And
do
man, it was great. Man, I didn't know this. One of the first guys that I had hired on when I was a manager over at Ben Swinger was Tony Kossel, and he had came from another glass company, and the reason I hired Tony was, man, because same reason why you hire somebody smart that knows what they're doing is why I hired Tony, because he's smart and he knew what he was doing. He didn't shortcut. He did customers right. And then, he worked at Ben Swinger, and then I left, and he became the manager at Ben Swinger. And then I didn't find this out till the other day. I mean, I
Big
talked to
swinger,
Tony.
that's what we used to call it.
Yeah, Big Swinger.
Big swinger.
Big
Oh,
Swinger.
Big Swinger.
Ben Swinger.
Big Swinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so
Yeah, go to
Tony,
Big swinger.
Tony was a good guy. Always has been a good guy. Been knowing him for a long time. And so Safe Flight wound up buying out Big Swinger.
That's
And
funny.
Big swinger.
Tony, man.
It's too
Tony
easy.
left and started his own thing. And I think it's called Disciple Auto Glass.
Oh, cool.
And Tony's a real good guy, man. For you guys out there in Greer, Taylor, Spartanburg area, man, that kind of area, Tony is the guy to call, Disciple Auto Glass. But, yeah, and I'm going to help those guys out. Chris Mills, kind of the same area.
Yeah, shout out Chris Mills.
OG hippie.
Yeah,
OG hippie
Chris,
guy.
Chris,
It's laid
man.
back,
Me and
long
Chris,
hair.
hey, man, me and Chris have had each other's back in a couple sticky situations.
Chris a good dude.
Whistle while you work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take piss.
Go ahead and start. And, well, I
Hey,
won't say the
anybody got
rest.
to use the bathroom? You got to use the bathroom?
Terribly.
All right,
Okay.
let's use the bathroom, guys. Let's take a break. What is that from?
Suddenly.
What is Siblings from?
It's from a
Siblings.
movie, man. I don't even remember what the hell the movie is, but it's something the
Siblings.
guy was like grabbing, like, sibilance.
Is
He was checking a mic. He was checking a mic. And that's when he was doing. I don't know what the hell it was from.
Is that like
I'm pretty sure it's probably something pretty fucking stupid, though. You can about bet.
Is that anything similar?
Studio.
Is that anything similar?
I got that on my
That's
on
Phil
my
Collins,
FF
right?
my
Yeah.
FFMA playlist.
Phil Collins is I can't. His music is so fucking
He's a
gimmicky
freak.
to me. It's.
Every-
I mean, he's
E-
like.
every Phil Collins song.
I know, right? It's just so like.
His
You have
drummer's
the
so good,
echo
dude.
with the drea every time.
He's such a
I
good
bet you
drummer.
Phil Collins did a lot of cocaine.
The most amount of cocaine. It's like there's Tony Montana.
He's so
there's Phil
80s.
Collins.
Yeah, so 80s. He's so 80s. He
Yeah.
has like the 80s like keys
Oh man,
with
you
like
want to see the most
progressive
80s?
drums, and he just wants to fucking let loose with the
Do you
progressive
want to
drums.
know
Get after it.
the most 80s show ever? I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, the most 80s show ever.
The most 80s show there's ever been.
Okay.
Miami Vice.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's great.
Miami
That's a good
Vice.
answer. I can't-
First
yeah,
of
that's
all,
great.
it had like
I was
everybody.
thinking like Magnum PI.
Glenn Fry was on Miami Vice.
Vice City?
I
As
was thinking
what?
Magnum
As
PI, but
what do you think Glenn Fry was on Miami Vice?
a fucking detective.
Drug dealer.
Oh, great.
I feel like Vice City kind of ripped off Miami Vice. It was like the same
What
kind
makes you
of.
say that?
Well, you know, I mean, all of
Vice.
it. All of it is
I think that Vice Miami might have ripped off.
But it just felt like, you know, even the character Tony Montana had that like that 80s like Scarface suit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That's true.
Everything
with
about
the
that was the
big-
80s.
What was up with the big collar on the suits? It was like the wings on
Did
the
I
Yeah,
know it?
and-
Flare
and-
out.
and the
It's called-
wall-
It's called fashion.
It's called fashion.
And the wall, like the whole wall was the picture.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to wallpaper?
Heather loves that shit. She's talking about putting some up in the bathrooms and
Oh
shit.
no!
People used to put it in their drawers of their cabinets, man.
That's so ugly.
About the same stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But stylistically, if you can do it right, it can look good.
Man, shut
Almost
the fuck
no,
up.
it can almost look like a no, it can look good.
You're
Like,
saying
Oh,
stuff.
man.
I'm not talking. No,
I
it
would
can
tell you
look
what's
good.
classic
It can
is
look
the
good.
damn basement with the paneling on the walls.
Oh wow,
That's classic.
man.
The shag carpet.
Not all
The-
wallpaper, but like
The spy who shagged me.
The no, all the walls are paneling. That was like the cheapest way to do it. Hey, did I go out there?
No, you're good.
We're good.
You're good. Yeah.
Sibilance.
You're saying that because I was
I was talking over here. It sounded
Oh,
that's what-
that
yeah,
fucks me up, man.
fuck
Yeah.
So I've got a thing like your Camaro deal here, except it's got an N on it for Newsome.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Trent might have got that for us,
That's
man.
cool.
I think he did. I got to paint it.
Oh, cool. Do it.
I don't know what color, man. Everything I paint is like black and red,
Paint it red.
black and white.
What got
Black.
you into What got you into making model cars?
What got you into black and red?
Well, man, first of all,
Because
my
it's so
unc-
cool.
my
cool as
uncles, man. Well, okay, let me. I'm gonna do like
You don't have to go crazy
I'm gonna
with
do.
it.
I'm gonna go back. Let me go back just for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, let me go back.
Go back.
Young boy, 1984. No, I'm
This
joking.
is Dungeons and Dragons now.
Young boy, 1984, drops his pants. No, I'm joking. Anyway,
Gonna go way back on this one.
way back. Oh wait, I didn't want to go back that far. I'm sorry.
Jim Carrey. Yeah, I'm taking way back with this one.
He falls all the way
Man,
back.
Daddy,
So bad.
Daddy had the '66 Corvette.
Okay.
It's
Fucking
marine.
badass.
It's marina blue, factory side pipes, factory 4-speed.
Got a good taste in cars.
What? Oh, always
Paw Paw?
did.
He's got the taste in
Shit.
cars.
He's got the taste in cars.
And can tell you that piece of chrome ain't right.
Yeah.
And he'll be right. He'll be fucking right about it.
He is like.
Them tail lights ain't supposed to
That
look
ain't-
like
if you
that on a
guys- if you
64.
guys- yeah.
Yeah, shit, damn, man.
You
He
want to
knows.
talk
Spot
about
on.
OG American muscle? This guy, like,
Every fucking detail.
he
knows
fucking loves
everything.
that shit, and he knows it to the T.
So that's where it
Could be a
starts.
judge in a car show judge.
Oh,
honestly, could
Would be the guy you did not, unless you had the perfect car.
Yeah, the perfect car would win.
You don't want him to be the judge.
The perfect car would win, but
And
he would have some
know.
bias.
Oh,
He
that's
would
a
have some bias.
58 DeSoto. We ain't supposed to have the turn
Yeah.
signals like
You'll
that.
get docked.
Them's a 50. Them's a 57.
Yeah, Go
Fuck.
docked it.
Who the fuck knows
He
I
that?
didn't even, this is my car. I didn't even fucking
I
know,
know.
that.
Let me tell you, yeah.
I bought it like
yeah,
that, man. I didn't
yeah.
even know that.
What? That's not right. Shit, that guy
Fuck,
fucked
the,
me,
the
man.
car looks good.
Yeah.
Car
Yeah.
look good
Yeah.
too.
Are you thinking? And he just comes shit all over it.
he's the type of guy they call him Pawn Stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yes.
Corvettes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, I know a guy that lives over in the Bay Area.
He be
that,
the
come
guy
over here.
sticking the finger up underneath the fender well to check the inside of the fucking fender. That's dirty as hell.
Yeah.
When the last time you washed that shit? That's him, man.
Cleaned and detailed. They just
Yeah.
kind of like drove it in today. They-
Yeah.
like maybe somebody's family was in town. So I'll take you on a ride before I take you to the car show.
Then he's
And
like,
he came back in and was like, "This is
Cleanest
dirt."
car you ever seen. He'd be like talking about when the last time you washed that piece of shit.
Yeah. Hard nose.
yeah, I hear it every time.
Oh man,
every
yeah, I
time.
bet you do. But you know, he had the Corvette, right? He had the Corvette.
Yeah.
And he tells me one day, man, he's like, I can throw a flame out of that side pipe. And I'm like, bullshit. Everything. My answer to everything was bullshit. Back in the day, I don't believe nothing.
Oh, you want to see it
You
happen?
got to show me.
You got to show me.
You got to show
I
me.
got to see it because I don't believe you. 'Cause
So-
you might be full of shit.
So he said, I'll tell you what. He said, if you will help me clean this car up today, I will show you when it gets dark.
and
at
how
night."
old were you at this time?
Maybe 13.
That's a hell of a lesson.
And
12,
and he
12,
was how old?
13.
In his 30s,
40s in his
30s?
late 30s
Okay,
probably
so-
late 30s.
So he's still a bad motherfucker.
I mean, he
He's
is
still-
now.
he's
He's
still-
still a bad motherfucker.
He's still the sly fox.
He's still a bad motherfucker
You've seen
now.
the pictures of
He
him.
is.
He's still the fox,
He
He's
does.
still a bad
He got
motherfucker.
that Jimmy Johnson hairdo thing going on.
Oh,
So-
yeah, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
So maybe
That's
he
how
does.
my
May,
mom
hell,
loved Jimmy
hey,
Johnson.
maybe he does know a little something about Waylon Jennings. I don't
Yeah.
know. Back in the day, I don't
So
know. He might be
Waylon
wrong. But hey, anyway, he says so. I help him, man, all day long. We are cleaning, waxing, polishing everything on this damn car.
Waxing.
Man, it gets dark, right? And I'm ready to see this shit. He fires the car up, he's letting it warm up. And, if you know anything about old Chevrolet motors, man, Chevrolet was always like a little cold nature. It had to warm up a little bit before we would even out and idle right. And so finally, man, he warms up. He says, "You ready?" "Oh, yeah, I'm ready." And so he's like, "All right." He's letting it warm. He hits the gas.
I bet he was a
bit,
little
right?
nervous.
He's hitting.
He built it up all day
Hey.
in his head.
No, he fucking knew, dude.
He
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
respect.
sir.
Respect.
No, sir.
Respect.
He was waiting to see me light up like the 4th of July. And that's
He did it.
Oh, he's whoom, and he passes whoop-pow, kicks that 4-barrel in, and that fucking flame goes boosh, yeah, that fucking tailpipe hits the ground, leaves a black mark.
On the concrete.
And I'm
pretty
like,
fucking
I'm
cool,
sitting there
man.
thinking,
You're in.
holy fucking
was
shit.
Brian.
You're
I didn't
in,
believe
dude,
him.
you're in.
So I run around to the other side of the car.
Do it again.
Yeah, I already see a black mark on the concrete. That's right. Oh, fuck. Do it again.
Yeah.
And so he's in there, oh, I got this motherfucker. And he's like,
shit.
whum. We'll had to build it up. Whum, whum, wha-pow. Flame shoots out.
That's cool.
That was it, man.
That's
that
cool.
shit might have been crack, cocaine, heroin, dope, every motherfucking thing all together, man, because I was hooked,
The
man. That was
dopamine was
it.
fucking.
And
yeah.
then,
As
but
a
hey,
kid, dude, that's cool as shit.
but man, when
Bullshit.
you went to car shows, the first thing he would say is, "You keep your hands in your fucking pockets. Don't you touch nobody's car for no reason.
That's
you
the way
keep
it
your
should
hands
be.
in your pockets and don't touch nothing."
Don't lean on shit.
Yeah.
The
The-
back
he
little,
he
yeah.
taught me, man, how the little rivets in your blue jeans can scratch your car.
like fiber scratch it a little bit.
Yeah.
The rivets will scratch
Yeah.
it. The rivets in
Scratch
your
the
old,
fuck out.
Levi's.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put rivets
do.
in anything
Yeah,
now.
the back little
Levi's
pocket
do.
buttons. The little
Yeah.
The Levi's
Walking
do.
up to a car with something in your pocket, getting in a seat with a pen in your pocket could
Your
poke a
knife
hole
could
in
have
the damn.
like the little outer metal thing clipped on,
Yeah.
and you just kind of like
Scratch. Yep.
bumped it.
And shit taught me shit like
Oh,
that,
man.
man.
Plus
That I
fingerprints and like dirtying up someone's
Yeah.
car,
man.
and they've been
What's
fucking
the
sitting there.
respect to stay off someone's shit?
And when you walk around somebody's car, man, and you got your hands behind, I used to put my hands behind my back because I won't,
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
like
I've got locked
like
up.
left right attention, natural stance.
Yeah. I just
Natural stance.
And
is
I'll
cool.
bend over and I'm looking at stuff, but I got my hands to myself. When I'm going to work on somebody's car, I'll make sure I always wear a long shirt. I'll make sure I got all my shit out of my pockets,
You bust
man.
out your monocle. Inspect it.
Just about, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it depends. If I walk up on your car and you ain't been taking care of that motherfucker, then
I'm just gonna walk off.
come on, man. I
Sure,
mean, I'll do it. I'll do the windshield. I'll put the windshield in it.
Okay, I thought you meant like.
But
a
I
car
ain't
show.
gonna really, I ain't really putting. But man, when I walk up on somebody's car, I don't care if it's a Camry and it's clean and the inside's clean, everything's
You're
clean.
like, hell yeah, this is easy.
I'm leaving that motherfucker clean, man.
Yeah.
That's right. You got
I'm
to.
leaving it
What are
clean.
these chicken wings in the floorboard?
I'm gonna eat them.
I might. Is it a glass man? I might know who that is.
It might
Don't
be
say.
the.
Don't say. Don't say.
Oh
his
no,
name.
I'm talking about.
Hit my boy. Don't say it. That's
No,
my-
I'm talking
that's my
about.
old
One of your
shit.
boys
Nine
had chicken
I'm
wings
talking
in
about
the-
Nine from.
Oh, 9.
Nine
No.
from fucking 93.3 The
Planet.
Planet.
9 Page and Fat Boy.
Yeah.
I'm probably
He had a fucking
sure.
windshield for Nine.
I did
Oh,
a
wow.
door glass.
He had
Yeah.
fat, right?
I did
There was-
a door glass for a guy allegedly known as 9.
9.
And I will say there were many loose tobacco
There's
laid
like porno bags on the
around.
floor with like chicken wings.
There's
and shit. It's
fucking a
nasty
lot
as
of
fuck.
damn fast
What
food
is
shit.
it, a singer
on the
for
floor.
Sublime?
He was like,
Yeah, and he
there
gave
was like a lot of damn like paraphernalia laying around in the floor.
It's not from.
But-
yeah, come on.
But in my defense, normally
that's kind of part of being a.
I
radio
will
host.
say
You don't
this.
drug test a radio host.
I will say this. I
Just
will
show
say
up and do a
this.
good job.
No, check this out. Most of the time, I wouldn't have touched shit in that floor. I would have cleaned it out, cleaned the door out, put the panel back on. I'd have been gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, this is 9. If he be doing something as nasty as this floor is, I'm like, I'm going to find out. So I was like cleaning shit up, going, oh, look, they some J.O.B. rolling paper wrappers. And they some, damn, look, some zigzag wraps. And look, damn, where'd all this cigar tobacco come from?
It's probably
Dumping it out in
blasted
the
there.
floorboard.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, not
What you
giving a
doing,
fuck,
man?
man.
What
Like
you
you get
doing? Dump out
busted.
the window. What
Oh,
you doing?
man.
It's just biodegradable.
Paid him in Jackass tickets to the movies, right? And did he pay? He gave you some tickets to see Jackass too.
Yes, he did. No, I did the
He did the
job.
job. He gave him for free.
Was insurance,
Yeah, he gave him for
and
free.
he gave me. Yeah,
Did
he
you go see
gave.
it?
That's right. He sure did. I forgot
Yeah.
about
He
that.
gave
Man.
it
He
for
damn
free.
sure did.
I remember you telling me that
first
shit.
Jackass.
Did you go see it?
Yeah, it was good.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking
Yeah,
great.
it was good.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Jackass
what
was
made,
awesome,
That kind
man.
of shit is why YouTube exists. I feel like that kind of shit was like
That's exactly why.
that was like the raw roots of like
I want to
what
watch somebody do some
TikTok
stupid
is
shit.
now.
And then now we're doing a fucking podcast. Thank
yeah.
you, jackass.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
podcast was all Howard Stern though, probably.
Yeah, but
He was
YouTube's a big
probably
part
a
of
lot of. They say Adam Curry.
Adam
Joe Rogan
Curry,
says Adam
yeah.
Curry was more
And
of it
Tom
than
Green too.
Tom
Apparently,
Green too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man. But there's one.
Adam Curry.
Eat
Adam
the
Curry
rat.
is the
When
one.
you look, I mean, it probably won't mean this much to you guys, man. It might mean more to my generation than it does y'all's. But we used to watch a show on TV. Didn't have a whole lot of shows. It was called. Damn, what was it fucking called? Shit. It was the one. Different Strokes. Different Strokes.
Okay.
Okay. And so Different Strokes was about a rich white guy with a daughter and a maid. And he goes to the ghetto and he gets can I say that?
Yeah.
How about it pissed nobody off? He goes
It's
to
okay if you did.
he goes to the underprivileged part of town
Oh man.
and he
That
picks
sounds
up
way
and,
worse.
and he picks
so much worse.
I know it's
I
like
wish you never
it's
would've
like
done that.
It reminded
it's
me.
like
It reminded me of.
it's like when I'm
God.
trying to paint this stripe on this little model car I'm working on, and I keep trying to make it better, but I'm just fucking it up even worse the whole time. That's what that just was.
That's
So
why you just don't address it, man. You just keep rolling.
anyway, he goes and
Disclaimers.
he goes and adopts these two brothers.
When you say brothers,
See,
Two
now
little-
I'm wondering here. What's
Damn
going
it,
on?
man! I'm just not going to win this. So anyway, watch Different Strokes. Damn it, just
Okay.
watch Different
Okay,
Strokes.
okay.
Two
We're
brothers.
listening. We're listening.
So
Sorry.
anyway, had a
The
girl
ghetto,
on
yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
two brothers
know,
from the ghetto.
Dana Plateau. I think her name was Dana Plateau.
Okay.
Pulling it up.
Now Dana Plateau, when she played in Different Strokes, was like a real sweet,
That's good. Dana
nice little actress, pretty girl, man, really pretty girl.
Okay.
Gary Coleman.
Things went bad, for Dana, and she wound up doing a couple of porn things, and then the
Ooh.
last thing she did,
Okay.
well, and this is what turns me off about Howard Stern. The last thing she did was the Howard Stern show.
I heard about
And
this.
it was supposed to be one thing, and then when she come on, it was another thing, and they bashed
kinda,
the
like,
fuck
bashed
out of her.
Yeah.
And the next day, she killed herself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
And man,
yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's, real
that's
bad.
something to think about, man. I mean,
How you treat people, all
how you
because
treat
you're
people.
self-absorbed. You want all
Yeah.
those views, those attention. You want all the attention. Give
I'm
me
sure
the
there's-
attention.
I'm sure there's so much of that on
Yeah.
YouTube and.
Oh, it's
internet.
it's what
And
YouTube
I-
is.
and I-
What
and I'm
podcasting
sure,
is.
It's
know,
cyberbullying
That's
before
what-
cyberbullying.
the right people hear this and they probably laugh and think it's real funny, man. But I ain't never had no shit like it happen to me or nobody I know. But I mean, that's just fucked up, man.
It's
I
fucked
mean,
up.
Very
Why
funny.
you?
Why do I treat
why-
somebody like that?
It's one thing, and we've all done it, man. We've all put our foot in our mouth.
Right.
We've all said the
Said some
wrong
shit we
thing to the
didn't wanna
wrong
say.
person at the wrong time,
We've all said
and
some
you
hateful
feel like
shit.
shit about it.
Yeah.
That wasn't that. That was, we know you were really fucked up. We are gonna fucking bash your ass, and that was done on purpose. And man, you know what? I mean, I just have to think that bad things happen to you when you do shit like that. Now, maybe not to Howard Stern, not yet.
Man, I want to
Who
believe
knows?
in
Not
karma.
yet.
I want to believe in karma
It's
so bad.
you know what, man?
I want to
Listen,
believe in karma so bad.
you know what? People probably hear me talk, and I'm in here having a few beers, and they hear me cuss, and I slip and say things I probably shouldn't say sometimes. But I'm 100% believer in Jesus Christ. I've been saved. I've been baptized, and it ain't karma, man. There's a verse in the Bible, and it says, "Vengeance is mine; I will repay," because He is the final judge. That's who you go by. That's who you need to worry about getting judged by is God. And sometimes your revenge ain't for you. Live your life. That's the part about don't worry about things you can't control. Don't get mad. I'm gonna force this. I'm gonna make that happen, man. I'm gonna get this person back. Don't worry about it, man. Live your life. Gotta get them. It's coming. It's always coming. It's just it's not for you to do it.
I can see Joe Michael saying something like that. I don't know. I connected
Yeah,
it to Joe
no,
Michael.
yeah,
It's
for
not.
sure.
It's not your place to
Yeah.
do it. You're not a judge. You're not a jury.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it happened to you. You're
Yeah.
a victim, of course. Let the judge handle it, man, because he's gonna get us all. That's the only one we got to answer to.
Yeah, I think live your life is such an important message too, man. I mean, live
Yeah,
your
man.
own life.
If you can
Like,
let it
mind
roll.
mind your own fucking business.
I had some hit me on Friday night,
Wow.
right before I went to bed. You know what I'm talking about. We
Mhm.
talked about this. You probably know what I'm talking about. You know about some shit I really didn't want to hear. about some people I really don't care for, and I was like, man, I got two choices here. I can sit here and think about this till 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
or I can laugh about it and know that I hadn't done nothing wrong, man. I did what I was doing something for one person, and other people may think that it was done to
That's balance.
spite them.
Yeah, I wish we could go into more detail about that.
And I'm not going to.
I know,
I'm not going to.
and I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you on that. I wish we could, but I thought there's a lot to be gained from people listening about that. But I think it goes into like the thing we talk about with parenting. Be selfless, man. It's not about you. It's about the kid.
Exactly.
Listen, man.
Be selfless.
It is about this. It's about this for sure. I can say for a fact what it's like to grow up and have a shitty childhood.
Yeah.
Don't put your kids through that.
Don't.
Man, they deserve so much better. Man, give them good memories. Think about one day this child that I'm putting, I'm putting his device in front of him. I'm looking at my device. That's all I'm really concerned about. Yeah, he's quiet. He's a good kid. No, he's not a good kid. He's freaking comatose. Is what he is.
Sometimes I wonder if like
Spend time with your kids, because that kid's going to grow up one day and remember that. And you know what? They're either going to have memories of mom and dad being there and having their back and spending time with them, or they're going to have memories of being on their phone.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
And
it.
all
I think
you
you got a
were.
perfect example of that right here, where we have a great relationship.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers. It's a great relationship, man.
The best. I think a lot of people. I'll be honest with both of you. I think I've come across. I know a lot of people, man, and they all seem to have fucked up relationships with their brothers and their dads, and it's just nice to say that I don't have that.
Yeah, for sure.
It is,
know?
man. Yeah.
I'm 100% on board.
Yeah, it's kinda
I see it
nice.
a lot.
Like
People talk about, oh yeah, and I saw my brother this weekend. Well, how was that, man? Y'all pretty close? Oh, not really. And it's just like so nonchalant to them. Well, I couldn't imagine a world where I'm not.
it's like
That
when
blows my mind.
Ben LaFleur was here and he said something. I can't remember what he said. That was a
Shout
fucking
out.
great episode, though. I love that dude.
Shout out.
Shout out to him. He was like, he said something, and we didn't say anything. We just looked at each other, and then we both looked back at him, and we were both thinking the fucking same thing. I can't remember what it was. And he goes, "What y'all just did, me and my brother don't have." That's what he
And
said.
then he kept pointing out every now and then we'll do this. At the same time, we'll take a sip of beer. At the
Yeah.
same time.
He goes, "Yeah, y'all keep taking." I was like,
He's like, "I've done it like
you link
17
up.
times
You
in a
just
row."
link up
Yeah,
sometimes,
man.
and you just do the same.
Like you hear about twins doing.
Yeah.
Except I think you guys probably do it a lot more than a lot of twins.
Probably.
Yeah.
We've been doing that since I was 16.
For forever.
We got a couple twins there at the karate school, man, that I just had the privilege this week of testing them, man. I think I've done a couple of yellow belts, maybe I don't even know if I've done yellow belts by myself, man. I think this might have been the first time that I've actually tested kids for their belt, man. And it's two twins, and these boys don't look alike, but man, they do act a lot alike. What's funny is though, there's one of them that I don't know who was born first. They don't look alike. They are twins. They don't look alike at all. I think I said that maybe once. But
Do they look alike?
you can look at them and tell that there's one of them, man, that takes the older brother role.
Really?
Yeah, he takes the older brother, and the other one seems like it's he's cool with. He's
I
just
know
like
exactly who you're talking about. And I know exactly which one takes the older brother role, and I hadn't seen him in like a year.
yeah,
And it was like that a year ago.
yeah. The I don't know which one is the
Do you
oldest.
think that
now
when-
the one that does take the older brother role was asked, who's the bigger one? And I don't know which one of y'all is the bigger one. And the one that takes the older brother role shot his hand up first and goes, "I'm taller." And I'm like, I guess
I
that means
believe
he's
him.
bigger. He said
believe him.
bigger. You said bigger.
Yeah.
His dad
But
convinced
man,
me.
that was really cool. I like their dad a lot. He's a really good dude.
He is.
And those boys, man, are a trip. And I
Talk
I
about a
love
dude that would
working
be a
with him.
handful.
A handful. This
a big old
dude is
dude.
He got some
solid.
weight on him, but got some muscle on him too.
Didn't he tell you something about he played football somewhere,
I
college
know
or
what it
something
was.
maybe? He said something about the other day when I played football and something, and I'm like,
Dude's
Oh.
like 6'4", 240, 250.
and solid. I'm talking about this guy ain't got a fat on him at
Nah,
all.
he
Like a
don't
He's
look
got
fat.
solid muscle.
like a Justin Felder.
Looks like yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like a
that's the
Justin
same
Felder.
build. Same
And
build.
so he sparred with us one morning actually, and like he had so much fun. And I don't know why he doesn't keep doing it because like
I
we would
know,
hit him
man.
and he'd
That's
be
how
laughing.
Chris. He might have that Chris Harris thing
And
going
he'd
on
be-
where he
he'd like
enjoys
ask-
everything he
yes.
fucking does.
He was like asking, "What can I do different?" And he would do it instantly, and it was so cool to see it. It was so cool to see. It was a good dude for sure. Definitely would be not the type of guy you want to run into on the street.
Not,
Oh yeah.
and the thing about him, this guy is so nice. Such
is.
a nice
He
dude, man. He is just, I mean, soft spoken.
That's how Justin is, man.
And he's
I love it,
he's
man.
got a great sense of humor. Like
Yeah.
you can joke with him and he'll fucking get it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to you about
Shout out.
very, very
But do you
knowledgeable.
think
Talks
that's
to you about all
the-
kinds of different stuff.
You know, that could be the natural
haven't seen him
reaction
so
to
long,
everybody is nice to you because of who, like how big you are.
That's possible, but
You know,
he's
that
a
has
nice
to-
guy.
that has
He
to-
is a nice
yeah.
guy. in
That has
general.
to exist
I
a
can
little
see
bit,
that.
right?
I don't think
Like-
I don't think he looks at us that way because we're on we're different. When you walk into karate school,
absolutely.
you are dealing with some different people when you walk into a
Well,
karate
and also
school.
you got to think, and I think this goes a long way too for like whenever you have kids. And from what I've noticed, like whenever you're around people that have kids, before they had kids and after they have kids, is a huge change in how they act. Like if you're raising kids, you start to develop that mentality of, I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like when you walk in and you carry yourself as an adult. Like this guy is obviously a big dude, got a lot of weight on him. He knows he is a fucking man.
He knows that if he knows
He'll
when
handle
if
shit
he
when he
gets in a
needs to.
fight. I mean, he knows if he gets in a fight with me, he knows he stands a pretty good chance of handling his own business.
Yeah.
He don't know I'm gonna kick him right in the nuts. No, I'm joking.
He don't know I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
shoot his ass.
I'm gonna
Bite his
fucking-
ear off.
I call it a scoop kick.
He don't know I'm gonna fucking pull out the 9 and blast him away.
I know.
But hey, don't pull out a gun. Don't let him know because he can shoot too. This
Yeah,
guy
that's-
can shoot too.
That's the bad part too about being a big guy is like if you do get in confrontation, that's kind of like why I like being a little bit of a. I mean, I'm not a small guy by any means. I mean,
Right.
I'm 6'1",
Yeah.
205 pounds.
sure,
That's
yeah.
not small, but,
Not
No.
at all.
but like I'm not like a super like jack like massive
right,
dude.
like this guy. This guy's
Like,
pretty.
you
This
look
guy.
like, you look at me, and people are probably I could fight.
You
him.
just you have a good size to you.
Yeah, I have a good size.
Yeah.
It's like I
You're
have a
taller than
sleeper build.
most. You're stouter than most.
I have a sleeper build.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you're
look-
also quicker than most.
I
So
don't
like it's a very well balanced build.
I don't look like a 205-pound guy.
right. Yeah.
I look like I'm like 170.
I would say 190.
I don't know. Here,
I would say 190.
I would say 195. When I saw you on Easter eating them deviled eggs, I was like, man, he might be
Damn,
205.
This motherfucker gonna
I'm
hit 215.
205 right now.
Okay, well then
There
that's
you go,
about
deviled
right.
eggs
Yeah,
work
deviled
out.
eggs. Yeah.
So good. Man. I put we went to that wedding today. We went to that wedding today.
Okay.
and I wore some dress pants, and my quads have gotten so much bigger.
Oh my God! Here we go.
He don't
Dude.
do Conor McGregor shit.
The pants are so tight. It was horrible.
My biceps and
And you know
the traps.
And you know what the worst part about it is?
Taurine.
Hey, you know what the worst part about it is? The calves.
Saw
are
the fucking taurine.
The calves are the same size, man.
My calves never get bigger.
No, I'm like on some John Jones shit.
I am.
I'm like,
I feel like
sometimes
I
my
am.
body's just like.
Yeah.
Dude, how about did you watch the new Roadhouse?
I got that.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
What's the price of tea in China?
I watched it.
China. No, I'm not watching that
Dude,
shit.
you gotta watch it,
No,
man.
man. No, I refuse to
I'm
watch
gonna have
that
to
shit,
say
man.
this. I'm gonna have to say you
No.
don't have to watch it.
No, man.
gotta
I
watch
will
it.
not
If I
watch
gave it
that.
a 3-star letterbox,
Did you give it 3 stars?
no, I didn't. That's
I
what I'm saying.
didn't either.
3 stars is worth a watch, and it's not worth a watch.
I don't think I
No.
gave it. I think I gave it 2.5.
I give it 2.
It's terrible.
So we're about in the same
You
ballpark. yeah.
cannot
It's
duplicate.
Conor McGregor with his veneers going.
First
like
of
this.
all, you guys tell me.
Go?
You guys tell me.
Dog shit.
It's so bad.
If you had anybody you was
It's so
going to
bad.
pick to replace Patrick Swayze in that
they
movie,
made him
in,
so lame. They
in
made him
that
so
movie,
lame.
who are you going to get, man? Who are you going to get to replace Patrick
I don't
Swayze
know.
in that movie? Who are you going to get to
They
replace
couldn't. That's why
Sam
they went
Elliott
yeah.
in that movie?
Yeah.
God.
Sam Elliott, he's still
Sure.
alive.
I honestly thought that he was going to be in there.
The bad guys, you can replace every one of the bad guys. You can replace every one of those bad
Yeah,
guys.
you can.
Who
can.
could you not
can.
replace him
Yeah,
with?
You're right. You could.
A million people.
Patrick Swayze. All right, let's really talk. Let's be serious. about it.
Patrick
Who would-
Swayze
Who would you replace Patrick Swayze
and Sam Elliott's
Elliott
chemistry in that movie was fucking amazing.
was awesome.
That's fucking amazing.
Patrick
And
Swayze.
Dalton's character was so fucking cool. When you saw Patrick
and he
Swayze playing
just-
Dalton, you was like,
he
"It's
just
a bad
nailed it, man.
motherfucker." And it's like
He-
slim, tight blue jeans, but he's kind of new age.
It was
OG.
it was like he was everything Jake Gyllenhaal wished he fucking was.
Give me Kurt Russell.
Love Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell and Sam Elliott spot.
Okay, I'm listening. I can listen.
Give me
listen
Kurt
to that.
Russell and Sam Elliott spot.
If we're gonna do it, if we have to, if we're forced to remake it.
And Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx don't count. He can play any fucking part.
And who's
It don't
gonna be
matter.
Patrick Swayze? He's got to be a cool, but like nonchalant
But
guy.
it's got Derek Megan.
That's cool and nonchalant.
That might not be
Val
bad.
Kilmer.
That might not be bad, man.
The new Val
Shoot
Kilmer.
you out of
That's a cool
Derek.
motherfucker. The new Val
What are we
Kilmer.
remaking Tombstone right now?
The new Val Kilmer.
Dude, Val Kilmer is so fucking good.
He's so good.
In that
I'm your
movie,
Huckleberry.
he's got the little cigarette and he's like, I wouldn't.
Yeah. He's
I
just
was
dying.
just-
He's dying the whole movie.
I was just fooling about.
Man.
And he stares dead cold at his ass.
He was such a good actor.
I wouldn't.
And does anybody? And who wants to just?
Okay.
I want to shoot somebody.
And
I'm
we-
your Huckleberry.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
With his
Yeah.
sweaty, like
Okay,
he's
look.
dying. Pale, he's dying.
Yeah.
He looks
And all his-
dying.
He looks
And
so
all his
good.
buddies
From the
come out
beginning.
and save his ass from his dying old. Look, but what was the best part was when he did the damn little shot glass.
Yeah. He still got it.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah. With the yeah.
He's
That
playing
was
the
so
piano.
great, man.
Yeah, he still got
That's
it,
such a
dude.
good scene.
Give me Kurt Russell.
You know,
Who's
Frederick
a bad
fucking
motherfucking
Chopin.
young guy?
Val Kilmer or Heath Ledger?
Is
Who?
what?
Who's the better actor?
Oh,
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer.
So that's a good comp, dude.
It's
First,
the one.
you
It's
know
the
why?
one fucking role.
You know why?
dude.
Because Val Kilmer would have never been in fucking Gay Cowboys or whatever the name of that movie was. That's why.
I've never seen it, so I can't say.
quit you.
Oh my Jesus! I don't even want to think about that.
I haven't
I'm
seen
about
it.
to shoot.
I
I wish
just,
I'd have been there. I'd have shot. But I'd quit
I
both
can't
of you
quit
motherfuckers. Pow pow.
I don't.
I can't quit you.
I gotta say Val Kilmer because of quantity.
Quantity. That's
I
why.
think
That's
quality,
what makes me
quality
bring it
is
up.
very close, but
Yeah.
quantity is insane.
And
for
that's
Val Kilmer.
and that's unfair for Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger was an amazing actor.
Heath Ledger had the one role, dude.
The Joker role was the greatest Joker role of all time, and I think the greatest actor of all time is Jack Nicholson, or maybe Al Pacino, but that's for us a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
He's in that topic. You know what I'm saying?
We'd
Like,
have to ask another.
that's another
subject for
discussion.
Another podcast.
But Jack Nicholson as the Joker was like really fucking cool, and it's like in its own way,
In its own comic book
and
way.
then Heath Ledger comes
Heath Ledger,
and
Heath Ledger reinvented Batman.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Yeah, that's such a
Reinvented
better. That's such a better take.
Batman.
No, you know. Oh,
Christopher
oh,
Nolan's
oh,
excellent,
oh,
dude.
oh, I thought you
But
said.
to see somebody
I
go,
thought you
so
said bad men, not Batman.
Batman.
You said
no.
Batman. No,
Batman.
no. Michael Keaton reinvented
No,
Batman.
Michael Keaton was a
son.
good Batman though.
Michael
standard, though.
Keaton. Michael Keaton
But
reinvented
honestly,
Batman.
I'll be honest with you. When I think of Batman,
If you're thinking about Batman,
Michael
you're thinking
Keaton
about
comes
two
up.
things. You're
Michael
thinking
Keaton
about.
comes up.
The comic
You're
book,
thinking about.
the
Listen.
cartoon.
Adam
you think,
West.
You're thinking about you're thinking about Adam West,
Uh-huh.
or you're
Yeah.
thinking about comic books.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I say
I didn't get
when
into
Michael
that, though.
Keaton came along,
Yeah,
he reinvented Batman. But
that's actually a good take. That's a good take.
That's a very good
Yeah.
take because, like, I think
that's a good point.
I think
like
people
that.
are
I like
so
that.
fixated on Batman and not fixated enough on Bruce Wayne. And Michael Keaton changed that.
was a great Bruce Wayne.
He was a
Yeah.
great Bruce Wayne.
He was.
He matter of
was.
fact,
That's a good
He
point
was.
from
That's a
both.
very good
yeah.
point.
matter of fact, you never even thought much about Bruce Wayne. You're right.
Exactly,
You're
yeah, I
right.
think that's
Yeah,
why.
you're exactly right.
And that's-
Until
and that's
Michael
where the
Keaton
Christian
did
Bale
it.
one comes
and I hadn't
in.
even thought about that.
Because Christian Bale was a fucking excellent Bruce Wayne.
But
He's-
let's give
he is
credit.
Bruce
Well,
Wayne.
no.
But let's give
yeah.
credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Batman kind of has wrote itself for Christopher Nolan by it being like a
Dark
creation from him taking. He didn't write Batman. He kind of just like
The Dark Knight.
perfected
Dark Knight,
it.
dude.
He kind of like perfected what was already told.
Yeah, for sure.
But
exactly.
and Christian Bale already a phenomenal actor who can play any fucking role. It's just
yeah, it's
like
been proven.
it just kind of is set up to already be good. So I don't know. Part of me kind of like takes just to split hairs on it because it's so good.
I
And-
think I can counter your argument by saying the new Batman doesn't come fucking close to the Dark Knight.
Okay,
and
I
I'm going to
see.
tell you
Have you
something
seen-
else
you
too, man. it don't help that Jack Nicholson was the fucking Joker.
Man.
It don't help that in the next one he was in, Danny DeVito was the fucking
Penguin.
penguin.
Dude, the penguin is iconic.
Yeah.
Danny
It's
DeVito,
iconic,
it looks scary as fuck.
Yeah, that big ass
I'm
fucking
like-
nose and that white ass fucking face.
And the dark, like, gothic
But
cities.
dude, I'm gonna be honest
it
with you
looked
though. What
crazy.
about fucking Cillian Murphy as the Scarecrow,
oh, I know.
Christian Bale as Batman, and then you got the Joker as fucking Heath Ledger?
Man,
now,
And
you
then
know what?
fucking,
Now you're talking about something that I feel like you guys feel when I talk about Michael Keaton.
and Tom Hardy.
'Cause
Tom
they are
Hardy's Bane. It's stacked, dude.
What about
Bane, I
Tommy
could do the
Lee
same
Jones being fucking
dude, I went back
Two-Face.
and watched it.
Two-Face?
I went back and watched it 2 days ago.
That's fair. That's
Actually,
fair.
yesterday. Tried to put it on last night, and I was like, you know what? There was 3 things I liked about this movie. Going in, that's what made me click on it.
Amazing.
Actually 4. The casting is amazing. The casting is amazing. Val Kilmer is Batman,
Mhm.
So good.
right?
Another
I mean, he's-
another good
I
Batman,
don't
but
think
I
he's that
will
good.
still say, man, Michael Keaton.
The whole movie sucked.
Michael Keaton, I still will say Val Kilmer was a good Batman, but Michael
Jim
Keaton.
Carrey as
about
the
George Clooney?
Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Oh, that's good. That's good though.
fucking great.
Oh, that's good.
Tommy
Yeah.
Lee Jones as
Yeah.
Two-Face.
Yeah,
Also, Jesus.
together.
So good.
Together.
Clark
All
Kent. No,
that-
that's not Clark. That's fucking Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Who's Two-Face?
I don't know his name.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No,
what's the character's name?
the character's name, I don't
dude
know.
was actually Two-Face.
Oh, he was the commissioner. He was the
Two-Face- commissioner
no,
was
no,
not-
no. He was the district attorney.
District
He was
attorney,
the
yeah. What's
district
his name,
attorney.
though? What's his
I don't
name?
know the character's name. Yeah,
The
before it became
district
Two-Face.
attorney.
Like,
No,
what was his
it's
name?
like Bruce Wayne, Batman, blank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
district
I'll
attorney.
just pull it up. I have a
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, do that. That's
And
the
it
best
looks
thing to
so.
do. Who the
And
fuck is this motherfucker supposed to be?
that's the Godfather.
That's actually Vincent Price. Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
Dumb
Harvey
fucks.
Dent. District Attorney Dent.
Yeah. Commissioner Gordon is fucking what's his name in The Dark Knight?
You know
Who
what
was
was so funny on hey,
The
look,
dude
you know
who
what's so
plays
funny?
everything.
I saw this thing the other day, man, and it was like, how the hell did we have Batman shampoo and not Conditioner Gordon?
Right?
And I was
Really
like,
good.
well, that's an idea about 40 fucking
I
50
know.
years too fucking late.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon. In
Oh,
Dark Knight.
Gary Oldman.
Gary
the casting.
Oldman's
You're
good.
gonna bad motherfucker.
In anything he's in, he's a
He's so
bad
good.
motherfucker, man.
What about
The
Book
casting
of
was
Eli?
Book of Eli was great. Leon the Professional.
What were we talking about the other day with him? Was the
True
True
Romance. Where he's the pimp.
He's the pimp with the
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
like goofy ass
Goofy
pimp.
as hell, yeah,
Yeah.
stupid, yeah.
Yeah, like that, just straight street ghetto
Wimp.
pimp who
He-
actually
he's
had
the-
some money,
you know what
but
you
he was
need
just
to call
fucking
him?
just a shitty person.
Maybe you should call a white guy that's a pimp. We can call him a wimp. I just made that up,
Oh,
y'all.
yeah, fair.
Cheers, man.
I just made that
Hey,
up.
you want to hear something funny?
The
This is the
wimp.
first time in a long time that I've been like, oh man, I can't remember what the fuck I was thinking on the podcast.
I know you're usually your mind's
shit!
usually
I do that
sharp.
every fucking day,
I
man.
drank-
When
I
you
just-
get
I
older,
hadn't drank this much in the podcast in a while.
Really?
Yeah, I hadn't drank this much in the
It's
podcast.
been
I mean,
fun.
I think
Same
I
here.
drank like 6 last week, but I've been
Yeah.
saying over a
It's
longer
funny,
time.
man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna throw something else out there, man, because I'll listen to Riley Gaines.
I was hoping
And-
you'd talk about her.
If you don't know who Riley Gaines is, she's the SEC. I'm gonna call her All Pro. I don't know what the word is. All Pro swimmer from Kentucky, and she was the one who had to battle with that guy.
Leon Thomas. I thought.
Yeah, I
Thomas,
mean,
yeah.
I didn't even want to say the name, man, because I don't want to give that motherfucker any credit, man, for
Yeah,
anything. But
shitty.
that's the one. That went to compete. The guy that transed into the female swimmer, and the SEC and the NCAA. Credit the SEC. I think they might have tried to make it a little bit right, but still, everybody was in on that shit because they tried to make it float,
Yeah,
and it
they
didn't.
were
They were in on it.
they were virtue signaling and
Yeah,
and
they
paying,
were in on
yeah.
it too. They tried to make it right, but you too little, too late.
Yeah.
So anyway, Riley Gaines. If you haven't heard,
They gave her titles back. I don't know
they
if you saw
gave her
that.
all her titles back. Yeah, man. If anybody has not listened to that interview with her and Rogan,
I listened to it.
and man, if you haven't, listen to
Good.
it. If you know a teenage girl or any kind of female that might be going through a hard time, let them listen to that, man.
Yeah.
It really, man, it inspired me.
It is inspiring.
I
It really
do
is.
not have a problem
Because,
with being
yeah.
strong. I would never put through no shit like they were put through.
And her story is she was an up and coming swimmer, been dedicating her whole life. This
Whole
like,
life.
when you're like becoming great at something, like a
Dedicating your whole
Magnus
life.
Carlsen or like you can all these prodigies that came up. That's what the new age is. That's why UFC is seeing all these technical like fighters who can do everything, not just one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you have to start at an early age and you dedicate your
That's like
life.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you dedicate your life to it, and you suffer socially. You suffer. You know, you can't go out with your friends. You can't
Have
do these-
that pizza.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to. You're becoming what you have been forced to become or wanted to become, whatever it is.
Sometimes kids are forced to become it. A lot of times, man, guys, they get
But she
it and
loved
they
it.
crave it. We've got
Yeah.
fighters in our
Force
school.
yourself, yeah.
We've got fighters in our school, and I'm looking at my youngest son right now, who's one of those kind of guys that enjoyed it, that craved it,
Yeah.
that wanted it, man. And, and that's how this girl is. And then when she did get where she wanted to be, she's in college, she's in the SEC, the top of the tippy top,
SEC, of course.
man, and then her and her friends, they find out that, okay, not only do we have to compete against a 6'4" male, he's going to be naked in the locker room with us.
Yeah,
Man,
it goes
as
into
us
that,
guys, and I know that this podcast is generally listened to by mostly guys, we cannot even fucking fathom, man, what that must have been like. Even if we was a guy in there with 3 or 4 naked girls, or with one naked, you can't figure out, man. We're not
Yeah, it's
we're
not the
not we're
same.
not
Not the
wired the
same.
same.
Yeah.
They're scared. That's some bullshit for them to go through that. And man, and just to listen to her story
Yeah.
was very inspiring to me, and I think that it would be very inspiring to anybody who would hear it, much less young girls.
And she talks about coming up. You know, you can speak on this, Bryant. Like when you're coming up and you started at an early age, you see some of these same fighters and build a relationship with
Oh
them
yeah, absolutely.
as you grow together.
Yeah.
You know,
Even
whether
if
it's
that's in-
Derek Megan or whoever it is,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know who the fucking
Yeah,
competition
listen,
is.
tournaments. Or
You know who the
local
rival
gyms,
is.
whatever.
Rival is when you're at the top of the game. You know, when you get in there, it's like
I know exactly who I'm gonna fight.
that guy. I've beat him I'm like 10-1 against that guy. Like I'm not worried about him. And then there's like the one guy who's like, if we see each other, it's fucking on. Like that's the fucking guy. You know who the fucking guy is coming up. And she was like, yeah, I was sitting in third place and I had been training my ass off and I was a like up and coming freshman and going into the next year and already finishing in the top 5 as a freshman. She was like, I'm going to my expectation is to win the championship next year. And she was sitting in third place, and in second place was like a person that had been rivaling her her whole career, just a bad motherfucker. And then was this random person that nobody knew the name of, Lynn Thompson, whatever the name. Leah Thomas. And coming out of a Penn University or somewhere. I can't remember exactly.
Something a little obscure.
Very, very low, very, very small, school. And was just like a full, like, person ahead of her time, which is like between 2 and 3, the times were like 0 point something seconds. That's how close it was between 2 and 3. This person was like a whole like 2 seconds ahead.
Car length ahead.
Yes, where point
length ahead.
1.2 means so much.
Yes.
Yeah, this person was like 3.6.
And to it's just very, very, very bizarre to see someone who was ranked in like the 500th, 500 range in the men's division in swimming, automatically transition to a male, having the broad, having the length, we've seen Bruce Jenner's feet, Caitlyn Jenner's feet. There's no like shrinking your feet when you wear 12.5,
13 and a half, 14.
Yeah. Like you're gonna have those big physical advantages, and that is to me is regressive towards women,
females. Yes.
And a lot of feminists don't understand because they can't relate to athletes, and that's what is hurting the most right now. Is female athletes. I think just for parents to sit back and watch their daughter get scholarships taken away from them, and
that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. That would not work with me.
Yeah, it's definitely
There's nothing you can do about it. That's the worst part.
And she talks, and Riley Gaines talks about like the atmosphere of the fans around her when they would see like her getting the fucking silver and or the number 2 chick getting the silver and
this degenerate getting first place.
Yeah,
and it's crazy how I bet her and the number 2 or the rival, I bet they became so close for that.
But you know what? She said that the first time they had no idea. They knew they were going to swim against a guy. They knew that, but they didn't know that he would be changing in the locker room with them. And man, this is something else, man, that just really impressed me about her. How smart this girl is, man. Golly, I'm so impressed by this young girl, man. She goes, I called my dad. I said, Daddy, there's that guy. He's in the locker room with us. And her dad was a former NFL player.
That's right.
And her uncles.
I don't know who it was.
Of course.
And her uncles
have won Super Bowls.
Former NFL players. Okay. Her dad's like, like I would be, like you would be. I'm coming down there. And she goes, Daddy, no, we've already got one guy in the locker room. That's too many.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, how smart is this girl? Look at the foresight, man. Girls, golly, be smart. Be so smart.
Yeah.
Guys are out there right now.
Play for Vanderbilt and seems like Chicago.
There's got to be some more connections, right? Because I'm sure she said that some of her brothers or uncles won Super Bowls.
There's like 3 or 4 of them. Gaines, all played NFL. But you know what else, man? Listen, I got something real important right here. This is something else that she stressed in the interview, is how her parents played such a role in her life.
And we're back.
We're back, baby.
Huh? Were we gone?
And we're back. No, I'm saying we're back to that.
To that conversation.
How I'm sorry. How her parents played such a role in her life, and man, what that meant to her. And even if you are divorced from, your baby's mom or whatever, baby, y'all are divorced. Even if you are, man, get along.
It's gonna make things easier
for the kids.
Drop the bullshit. Get along.
I don't give a shit. Grow up.
Because once again,
Be
once
an
you
adult.
have a kid, it is no longer your life; it is their life.
It's their life, man.
And there's so many people that can't seem to grasp that. Even if it is a single parent, they can't grasp that. They want to still fight that, like, I'm single. I still do what I want to do. No, you have a fucking kid.
No,
you know who comes to my mind when I think of that is Stan Poe from Wholesale.
Wholesale.
That guy had that mentality.
Yeah,
he goes, man. She claimed a kid during tax season. She got all the money. He's just like, he sets aside the arguments because he's there for his kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was like the first time, you don't see that. Most people go battle and fight tooth and nail.
Well, that's because he's setting aside his own
bullshit.
Ego.
Man.
Setting aside his own ego.
It's not about you no more.
That's being a grown man.
It's not about you no more.
Do what's best
Grow
for the kid.
up.
Yeah, do what's best for the kid.
Aljamain Sterling and
there's people that are, I'm gonna say, in charge of kids that ain't got no business. They need to look, man. God darn, life's tough enough, especially on teenagers, especially now. Well, back in my day, well, guess what, motherfucker? This ain't back in your day.
Yeah,
this is their day.
It's today.
And shit has changed, and you got to change with it. Trust me, man. It's hard on me too. I don't like changing with shit. I like the way.
But you got to adapt. You got to adapt.
I like the way shit used to be.
Yeah.
I like the way shit used to be, man.
But I miss the 90s.
Things ain't like they used to be. Shout out to
I like it when
I miss it when we did it all.
I remember. I remember them days, man. What's wrong with having? What's wrong with having a cigarette machine? Just go put your 4 quarters in and get your cigarettes out, man. Why you gotta be?
That was killing people. That's what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Now we know too much.
Okay, well, never mind then. Never mind that part. Just forget I said that part.
Yeah, it's it is, man. I think that's important, man. It's not back in the day.
It's not, man.
Today it's a whole new generation. It's a big change, man. I think you've done a good job. We've said it before. You've done a good job.
Yeah. We don't understand.
Doing a good job.
You know what? Guess what, man? If you in tune with your kids, you gonna understand them.
That's right.
Okay, you might not understand some of the stuff they do, But you got to remember, the more you're involved in their life, the more of you is going to wear off on them.
Support.
Yeah,
You're not going to
man.
understand
Yes.
the next
also-
generation shit. I didn't understand Bryant's generation as much, and
No.
you didn't understand mine, and he's not going to understand the one next to him.
No.
And that's just the way it's going to be.
And if y'all ever have kids, if y'all,
But also,
if either one of y'all ever have a kid for me, guess what, man? Guess what? Did I say that out loud?
yeah.
Damn, I said that out loud.
But look, listen,
that's
listen,
the old
hey,
man
hey,
right
hey,
there. That's
you-
the
you
old
might-
man.
You might have to go in there and delete that part. Anyway, if y'all ever have a grandkid
for me.
y'all ain't gonna understand them sometimes either, man.
I know.
But like you said, the more you're involved, the more that they're gonna adapt to you. But also, the more you're involved, the more you're gonna be in tune with your kid.
Yeah. You'll hear people say, man, oh, it takes a village to raise a kid. No, it takes a family, man.
That's
It
it.
don't take a village.
I think it takes a village.
There's just one person that I'm thinking about in particular, and I've heard him say, it takes a village to raise a child. No,
Yeah, we say that.
you're wrong, man.
We say that, man.
Hmm?
Did we sound like that?
I-
When we say that?
No, it's not you guys.
I see where both y'all are coming from, 100% on that. I think that I think it, and what it,
I think
saying
I don't think
what
it means that what it said.
I think what it means is that it takes even like the influences of, you guys to Oliver.
Yeah,
Like the branch offs
Yeah,
of
that's
the
right.
village that the village that you have, the close knit of people you have, the people that are important. The important people in there are important.
And you know what? You
important
know
people
what?
are
I
important,
can
yeah.
say. I can say something about that too, man. Is I don't consider every one of those guys up there, man, that I deal with at Forge, and Forge is and let me just go ahead and say that Forge is not my school. It's Chad Allen's school. He's our
Shout out. We'd love
instructor.
to have him on here.
That is my sensei. It's Chad Allen.
He'll be on here soon.
He always he always will.
Hopefully.
Chad holds a spot, man, in my heart, in my family's heart, and he means a lot to us, man. And he's taught me a lot. He's
Absolutely.
what's crazy is Chad is younger than me, and I've learned a lot of shit from Chad. Not just fighting. I've learned a lot of shit about how I should conduct me and handle myself with Chad.
Absolutely.
But I forgot where we were going with this.
You're talking about
we're talking about family.
Forge, yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about family.
Yeah.
And I consider all those kids up there, man, that I work with, they're my family. If one of them was, I hope every one of them know if they ever need me for anything, man, call me.
Yeah.
If I can't get it done, we find somebody. I know somebody that'll get it done for them. But man, they do. They're family to me too, man. Family ain't always blood. I got some blood I wouldn't give you two damn shits for. But then I got other people that are not my blood that I'm gonna tell you right now. You mess with them, you're gonna have to
give
deal
two
with me.
shits for.
You're gonna have to
I
kick.
give one shit for.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I got boys at that karate school and kids at that karate school. Not just boys, girls, boys, families, everything. That if you mess with them, that you have to mess with me too.
You barking up the wrong tree.
And you know what? You had to kick their ass. You had to kick mine too, which ain't gonna be too hard. But you are gonna have to kick two people's ass.
That's gonna be hard.
It's gonna
man,
get a little
hey,
hard to me.
difficult. And the further you go up the tree, the harder that shit's gonna get.
It
Hey,
sounds hard to
cheers,
me.
guys.
It's been fun,
It's been
guys.
such a good podcast, man.
We love it. We
I
love
think
you
that's a great
guys.
message to end it on. Is that family ain't always blood. It's,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
goes
that's right,
deeper than
man.
that, but it's the people that are there for you. So
These are always my favorite
Respect your
podcasts,
family.
man. Having you on, it's the best. It's
Daddy
like
wasn't there.
I like coming
to
in
take
here,
me
man.
to the fair,
Daddy was
to change my underwear.
Daddy was
But Daddy was there, man.
Change
Thank you-
your
Daddy
underwear.
was there.
Hey.
Thank you for being here.
Thank
Change
you for
your own
being
underwear,
here.
boy. I got a car to fix.
Yeah, thank you for being here, man. It's always a pleasure. So
I love you guys.
we'll see y'all.
See you guys.